Baptizing the chemicals, crawling through the catacombs of every sermon that you weaponize. Now every label that you hold above my head is just a noose made of the words that you memorize. You say I'm broken, say I'm blind, but you can't prove a God with a state of mind. You want my worship, want me on my knees, but you can't sell faith with a casualty. If you God exists, then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me it's the truth. I'm tired of second-hand miracles with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming at the ceiling till my lungs both cave. If he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. You decorate your trauma with God and call it meant to be, but trauma isn't holy just because you survive the scene. You tell me every tragedy is part of some celestial plan, so every suffering child that dies is a message from God's hand. You say I'm lost because I'm asking where the compass is. You call it mystery whenever you can't answer it. Live my best alone, you put the dead existed for me as a dead. If you God exists,
What's up, guys?
then show me all your proof. Burn his name into the sky and show me
Hey,
I'm tired of second-hand miracles with zero evidence. If your God is really there, then make him manifest. I've been screaming
boom. Welcome, Kip, to moderator.
if he's really in the room, then he can say it to my face. No more echoes in the dark, no more prophets in my head. If your God exists, then prove he isn't dead. Dear God,
How's everyone doing so far?
secrecy. Why am I dissecting all this doctrine like it's therapy? You built a universe but couldn't build a little clarity. You
Goat trophy. That's fucking awesome. I like that.
God is love, but then they weaponize the sentiment, painted over genocide and labeled it benevolent. You're omnipotent, omniscient, but you couldn't intervene. So every tragedy is just a plot twist in your perfect scheme. I'm not your villain just because
Now Heart sent 5 memberships. W to Heart.
then you build me with the doubt. So either fix the code or stop deleting when I cry it out. You want devotion, give me evidence.
Pyro, you got a membership. There you go. Satan was framed? That's funny. Now Heart hooking everyone up.
If your God exists, then show me all your proof. Write his name in the sky and show me it's the truth.
What's up, Broken? Pantheos, this is a Suno song. Happy Pride. Doing good, brother. Oh, Waterman, talking shit. There you go. Talk more shit. Because talking shit makes magical unicorns exist. Hey, Edge. All right. Let's get into this shit. I kind of want to do another prompt as well of philosophy doesn't prove gods. I think that would be pretty fun. Greetings and salutations. What movie was that? Shit. Oh, what movie was that? Crap. Oh, Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Kira. That sucks. I feel that though. I mean, the good thing is you're not alone. Oh, what movie was that? Heathers. Have you guys seen Heathers? I just got that fucking stim apparently. Watched Heathers with the girlfriend the other day. And that is so funny. Greetings and salutations. Oh, I'm kind of chilly. Cookies. Used to it? Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. All the phobes in here are scared of their confusing hard on. Good date movie, dark humor. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. I think first things first. Let's scare the shit out of the theists with a little tarot draw. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? I think it's a great idea. I think I mixed up the cards accidentally because I think I found a I only had the major arcana in this. And then I found a what was in here? Yeah, 4, 3. Yeah, that shouldn't be in there. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. But I only wanted the major arcana in here while I learned. 3 of Pentacles, Hangman. Let's put those back in there. And then we got Hangman. Wheel of Fortune. I think it's all good now. Okay, cool. All right. I want a tarot card set based on the lyrics of the Joker. Hey, valid. Okay. Just got one pull. Okay. What do you guys think it'll pull before I do it? Remember, it's only the major arcana. Throw your thoughts in. What do you think it'll pull? Cast thy votes. Cast thy votes. Fool. King of P. That's all you guys got. You'll pull a card. Moon. Oh, talking to Moon. All right. Boom. Hey, Chariot. There you go. All right, now my ignorant ass is going to open the book. Fuck, I just put those in with all the rest of the cards too. I'm not happy about that. Okay, chariot. Upright chariot as well. It is through the strength that you will accomplish your goals. Outside forces might pull you in different directions, but focus on the path ahead. It's pretty solid. Pretty solid. Pretty solid pull. Shit's gonna work out for you. That's funny. KG's in here. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. A Philbro circle jerker. So, I can't even say it correctly. Thinks philosophy and metaphysics proves non-existent unicorns, and he wants to fight about it. That's adorable. Watch them request up. Brrr. Go ahead. Go ahead. What did I say? What did I say? Low tier. You can't track. Tracking error. Tracking error. I am not making an argument that God doesn't exist right now. I'm sorry that nobody taught you how to read, KG. I'm so sorry you never learned how to read. What the prompt says is nobody has experienced God. Dipshit. Try to learn to read. I can get you hooked on phonics. Shoot me a DM. I'll send you over hooked on phonics. I think maybe you should start with the ABCs though. It might help a little bit more. Are you wearing eyeliner? 1000%. And if that offends you, the closet door is open, bro. That's a hell of a claim, Ezekiel. Prove it. Oh, hell yeah, Noella. Bet. We get a lot of hate on it over here. That's why I'm immediately, fuck you. It was the chariot. Pulled the chariot. Ooh, Ezekiel, you're getting called out by YouTube chat too. What are we separate from? He got eyeliner on, checks out. Oh, there's one of the haters. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. The amount of closeted theists. It's okay, guys. Eyeliner doesn't make you gay automatically. So just because you guys enjoy it doesn't make you gay. Because to be gay means to like the same gender. Eyeliner is just putting fucking makeup on your face. Is the definition of eyeliner I like the same gender? Mm-mm. So, kind of crazy to say that. Also, basically all of the most powerful men in all of history, women and men, all wore makeup. So, y'all need a reality check and a history lesson, like ASAP. Oh, and we got the nail polish. Fuck yeah, we do. Oh, I can know everyone's experience of God because God don't exist. See, KG, now I've made the claim. Now you can hop in with the Phil Bros circle jerk fucking rhetoric. Proof God doesn't exist. Yeah, anything outside of space-time cannot have causal relation with space-time. Therefore, God doesn't exist because the definition of God is an all-powerful triomni creator of the universe. To be outside of the universe is the only way to create the universe. Therefore, also being outside of space-time. Debunked. Instant took about 5 seconds to debunk. Yeah. Begging the question is to insert the premise into the conclusion, or the conclusion into the premise. So no, it's not begging the question. I actually used completely separate explanation to conclude the conclusion. Literally by definition, not begging the question. Books are free at libraries. Best of luck. I'm glad you're a dumbass, Andrew. It's all good. It's all good. You'll learn one day. Books are free. I do have eyeliner on. Yeah. What's the definition of eyeliner, and where does it say in the definition of eyeliner, I like men? I've read more than you. No, you haven't. You still believe in magical unicorns. You haven't read anything if you believe in magical unicorns.
Yeah, Dumbfuck, give me the argument again for why God doesn't exist. Go ahead.
Oh, we got a Philbro pathetic loser wannabe.
Waiting, subhuman. Hey, subhuman, give me the argument. Don't run. You know what dialectically begging the question is, subhuman? Oh, he's going to be stun locked already. Argument, waiting, dodge number 1. Stun locked into oblivion. Poor little baby. Oh, what was that you were saying about not dialectically begging the question? Take a sip because I'm so stun locked. I'm going to do passive aggressive begging the question here. Oh, poor little baby. Let me try to like smack my lips so I can look cool. Let me do a little vape action so I can still dodge the argument. Let me ask you again, dumb fuck. What's the argument that God doesn't exist? Go ahead.
Does God exist outside of space time?
Yes, he does. Go ahead.
How does he have causal relation?
Wait, that's a fucking question, dumb fuck. I fucking asked
Yep.
the question. Give me the fucking argument. Go ahead. Give me the argument. Go ahead.
God exists
Waiting,
outside of
dumb fuck.
space time. You cannot have
Waiting,
causal
the argument?
relation without space time.
Begging the fucking question. Begging the fucking question. And he
Nope.
does it again. Yeah, why can't you have causal relations if you're outside of space time? Go ahead.
A to B. Points
Why
in
can't you
time.
have hey fuck nut, answer my fucking question. Why
Cause,
can't you have causal
effect,
relations?
Points
Why
in time.
can't you have go ahead, answer the question.
I'm sorry
dumb
you're
fuck.
too dumb to understand, dumb fuck. I hope you have the shit life you deserve. Go study philosophy
I
and
object, Your
study
Honor,
science.
badgering the witness.
Badgering the witness. Andrew, no one likes you. This is why you're on TikTok going brrr, low tier, low tier, brrr, low tier, low tier.
Bro tried to logic something into existence.
Go ahead. Didn't beg the question. Definition of begging the question fallacy is to input the conclusion into the premises. I did not do that. What I said is your God does not exist because anything outside of space-time cannot have causal relation. Your argument was, Philbro rhetoric, low tier, low tier, low tier, ad hom.
I wonder if he's a supporter of tag. Or
He's a supporter of stupidity.
Yeah, sure. I'd agree. That's the thing. Tag is not debated anywhere in any sort
Academia.
of theistic.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there's presuppositions aren't relevant.
Yeah, Andrew, next time you want to try and attempt to use your brain, explain the ad hom, demonstrate how it's an ad, or the begging the question, demonstrate how I begged the question with what I said. If you disagree with what I said, provide a defeater argument. Otherwise, shut the fuck up because you're a piece of shit lowlife. Fred, let's get you in here. What's up, Fred?
Hello, do you believe Israel has a right to exist as a Jewish state, or do you believe in Palestinian autonomy over historic Palestine?
Sure. What does that have to do with nobody has experienced God? Go ahead.
I'm just asking this question.
Oh, cool. That doesn't fucking matter because it has nothing to do with the prompt. Other accounts exist. What's up, Gritty?
Hey, what's going on, man?
How you doing, brother?
Doing good, man.
Hell yeah.
There is this.
Two questions
good.
just for TikTok TOS. Are you over the age of 18?
I am, yeah.
Awesome. And which God do you believe in?
I believe in Jesus.
Okay, cool. What you got for us today, brother?
I seen this video, and it's an account of a healing, and his name is James Drain. He was blind for 8 years. He couldn't see at all out of one eye. The doctor said that he will never be able to see out of at least that eyeball, and then the other one was just as blind, but he was able to. I don't know. I think it was like in the brinks of like deteriorating like the other eyeball.
Mhm.
But he got baptized in 2023. And soon as he came out of the water from being baptized, it was almost immediately that his eyesight was being healed. Did you ever
Cool.
see that account?
I haven't. When and where does he show the medical record that he was actually fully blind in this eye? And not a lying piece of shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. So there are many, many people that say, I'm 100% legally blind back in 2015, Kai, and then I pulled out a Bible. And when I pulled out the Bible, my eyesight came back. You should donate 10% of your earnings to my cult.
No, there are guys. There are people like that.
Yeah, all of them. Joel Osteen's amazing, isn't he? Also, the Bible says that you should be tithing 10%. It's literally biblical to give your money to Joel Osteen. It's stupid. I don't give my money to mythical creatures. But yeah, so there's no evidence of a medical record. All you have is a hearsay story, a fantastical story about mystical experiences. There's no evidence for it at all, except for Spider-Man said so. So Spider-Man is.
It was recorded.
Really? So where's the medical record? Did he
he's
show
just
it
a
in the
regular-
video?
No, but he showed the hospital that he was at.
No, he showed
No,
a
good.
hospital and said he was there. This is called hearsay. Try that in a court. Where's the medical records? This is not evidence. This is words. This is speaking. It's not evidence for shit. How do we know that he was blind? How do we know that when he came out of the water, his eyes were healed? How do we know that the water is what healed him versus a magical unicorn existing healed him? How do we know? How do we know? How do we know? We need evidence.
I mean, yeah, like how do we know that it wasn't God?
Because God cannot exist. It's impossible.
It's not impossible.
It's illogical and impossible. Does your God exist outside of space-time?
He can exist anywhere at any
Nope.
time. Why?
So if something exists without time, how does he have causal relation with anything? Okay, so how change and cause and effect work is this. Point in time A, point in time B. Cause happens in A, effect happens in B. How can you have cause and effect if A and B don't exist? This is called special pleading. It's a logical fallacy. So it's illogical and impossible in accordance with the laws of physics. The only way around this argument is special pleading, saying all things adhere to the laws of physics and logic except for my thing. My thing is true because I said so.
Yeah, but I mean, I could argue. I mean, like I think like that's like an argument that will never ever end. It's like, how did anything exist? You know,
How does
there-
anything exist? That's a nice question. Here's the answer. Nothingness cannot obtain any sort of an attribute. Nothing can obtain anything. Okay, so nothingness cannot create. Things exist. If things exist and nothingness can't obtain an attribute, things had to have already existed for things to exist. Therefore, things
Exactly.
have always existed. So check this out.
Exactly.
Energy cannot be created. First law of thermodynamics. If energy cannot be created, energy exists, therefore it's always existed. That's what's always existed. You want to talk about first cause, first mover? Energy. How do we know this? CMB radiation. Glad you asked. We can actually observe it and demonstrate that it came back from before 13.8 billion years ago.
So why can't we say that God is energy?
You can. You absolutely can. I can also say God is a shoelace. Is that the definition of God? No.
No, we made a shoelace. Those are
Correct.
things that we create.
Yeah.
Those are things that we
God, by
create.
definition, all-powerful, tri-omni-intelligent creator of the universe. Energy is going to be potential act, or you're going to have photons, radiation. None of those things are the definition of an all-powerful creator of the universe. The universe wasn't created, so already that argument falls apart. The definition of God, null and void. The universe wasn't created, can't be created, because energy can't be created. There you go.
So God always existed if he was energy.
If you want to redefine a word that already has a definition, sure.
I mean,
If you
that's
want to
the
call God a
definition-
shoelace, go for it. That doesn't
But
make
that-
it true.
Yeah, but energy is just something that we've been able to, like through technology, figure out.
What
It's
part of
something-
energy has act and intent? Not act, intention. What part of energy thinks, I'm going to do this? And I have all the power and triomni properties to do this.
I mean, how are planets created?
Through gravity. All right, so I'm going to ask again for the second time. What part of energy, photons, radiation, has a brain for the ability of intellectual, intentional desire and the all-powerful property to do anything?
I don't know.
Right, so it's not by definition a God. So again, a shoelace is not by definition a God, but you can call a shoelace God. You can call energy God. Does not make it true.
Because you don't believe that there's a deity behind it?
I don't believe in fairy tales. No. Do you believe there's a unicorn in my backyard?
No.
Well, I've experienced him, so you should just have faith. See how stupid that sounds? It's the exact same thing Christians say. I have this experience with this magical unicorn. You don't believe me? Well, you need to have faith because the book said so. That's all you guys say. The magical unicorn in your backyard, seen by only you and nobody else, with zero evidence of its existence. I just need to have faith to believe in. That's fucking stupid. You wouldn't do that for anything else in life.
Do you think that quantum physics can...
Quantum mysticism has nothing to do with God. Well, quantum mysticism
has
is
something to
about
do
God,
with
but
faith.
quantum has nothing. No, incorrect. 100% objectively false. Quantum mechanics are observable, testable parts of science. It's science, brother. Science is demonstrable. It's empirical.
So we figured out thought.
Consciousness is an emergent property from the brain. Welcome to neuroscience.
Emerges?
Emergent.
Do you think consciousness emerges?
No, we know it does. We know for a
From
fact that
where?
without a brain, there is no such thing as consciousness. And we know this thanks to MRI machines. We can see which part of the brain lights up for which part of thought you are having. Turn off the brain, you turn off consciousness. We know for a fact it comes from the brain. Neuroscience.
Which part of the brain does consciousness derive from?
All of it.
All at once?
That's like asking which part of a rat trap is a rat trap? The spring, the piece of wood, or the metal piece? Which part is a rat trap?
Yeah, I know, but if you have parts of the rat trap that are missing, you can't catch a rat with it.
Exactly.
there
So
are-
if you
yeah,
have
so there are many
the
cases.
brain missing, you don't have consciousness.
Well, you can't say that because there's many cases.
Tell me one
where
person who was born and or has no brain and has consciousness.
I would have to literally Google it.
It doesn't exist. You
It
don't
does
have
exist.
consciousness without a brain.
No, I'm telling you that there's parts of the
Yes,
brain.
you can remove certain parts and still be conscious. Correct. If you remove the brain, you have no consciousness. If you remove the majority of the brain, and in particular the parts of the brain that align with being awake and aware, which is the definition of to be conscious, then you're no longer conscious.
And that's not true because there's a case where someone's missing like 2/3 of their brain and is able to pass college, got a degree.
Yep. Which part of his brain did he still have? You don't
I'd
know
have to
because
look
you
at
haven't
it.
studied it.
Well, I haven't studied neuroscience.
Yeah, the brain is a really cool organ. When you have been raised your entire life, or yeah, how do I say this? So I know there was one person in particular who from birth had a defect where over time he ended up missing 70% of his brain and he was still perfectly conscious. Why is this? Good question. Science still has the goddamn answer because it's an empirical fucking claim that we can test and figure the answers out too, and it has nothing to do with bullshit faith, which by definition is belief without evidence. Again, fucking stupid. Anyways, his brain was able to mold and adapt to the missing percentage, fill the rest of the space with liquid, and then it was able to compress all of the parts of the brain necessary into the missing pieces.
What do you mean?
The body's
Compress
fucking
what?
awesome. It's able to
No, like
grow. It's able to rewire neurons. It's able to use other parts that aren't typically for this specific thing and start allocating possibility from this part of the brain over to this part of the brain and allow a little bit of this brain to help with this part of the brain. The brain is awesome, bro. But there's not one
So-
case in the history of anything that shows without a brain something has consciousness. So why the fuck would I believe it doesn't come from the brain? We can also see which parts of the brain light up when you're dreaming, which parts of the brain light up when you're awake, which parts of the brain light up when you're thinking, which part of the brain lights up when you're imagining things, which part of the brain lights up when you have emotions, which part of the brain lights up. We can see it.
I study psych, and I can probably help with the mechanisms here. I think I know of that case you were talking about where the man had a large part of his brain missing. It was he had the majority, if not all, of the outer layer called the cerebral cortex, but the inner layer he didn't have. Now the inner layer, it does have more uses than this, but it's usually like a maintenance feature of the brain. But the outer part is where all the thinky stuff happens. So I remember the image. I saw it the other day actually. The scan. He still has that outer layer of his brain, the part that thinks, but the inner layer was missing. The inner part was missing. Not like the hindbrain or something like that, but the white cells, not the gray matter. The white matter, should I say?
Yeah, I think one of
Pretty
the most
interesting.
dangerous things that you can do is read the headline of some mystical claim and say, holy shit, it's real.
And don't you think it's just a wild thing to lie about?
No,
just going
because
back to
everyone
being-
through all of history has done it. Have you ever heard of Zeus?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lie. You ever heard of Allah from the Quran?
No.
Allah,
But I get what you're saying.
the god of the
Oh.
Quran. Yeah, that's a lie.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of Santa Claus? That's a lie. You ever heard of Spider-Man? That's a lie. Harry Potter? Lie. Superman? Lie. People fucking do that throughout all of history, always have and always will. So no, it's not crazy to assume. Also, I'm going to guess that you're a conservative.
No,
Are
I'm a
you?
liberal.
Wonderful. Do you believe conservatives lie in the media?
Yes.
There you go. Everyone and their mom fucking lies.
They're dogs too.
Yeah, here's where I differentiate certain things. So, I know that there is no God. Is it wrong to live life as if there is a God? No. There's a difference in objective reality and subjective reality.
Well, let me ask you this. Is it okay for me to be a bad person?
Why would it be bad?
I'm asking you.
Well, it's subjective. What's the definition of bad? What makes something bad?
Okay, so what like we can go back to
I have my arguments. Is it bad for you to harm other people? Yes. Why is it bad for you to harm other people? Because we are social creatures in society and we require each other for our own survival. We go crazy, literally, if we don't have social interaction. Therefore, we literally need other people for our own sanity. So, yes, it is bad to put harm onto other people for ourselves and for them. Why is it bad for
Okay,
them?
but-
Their life. If we take their life as important, then it's important for them to be alive, well, and happy.
Okay, so you just proved my point then. So it is bad. It's just not wrong.
Well, I can give an argument for it to be bad and wrong, 100%. You can also give an argument for something to be good or correct. Doesn't make it objectively true. There's no such thing as an objective moral. Morals, by definition, are principles to determine right from wrong. They're made up by societies.
But it's not wrong. It's just a disadvantage.
There's nothing objectively wrong. Subjectively, yes, I can make a very strong argument.
So then it's okay to be a bad person. It's okay.
Is that those the words that came out of my mouth?
Those are the words that came out of my mouth.
Yeah, that's stupid. If you think it's okay to hurt people, you're a bad person. Fuck you. I can give you a
No,
very strong argument why it's bad.
No, I can give you a strong argument on why it's bad as well, but it doesn't make it wrong.
Yeah, it does. I gave an argument for it to be wrong. And if you can't
Is
defeat
there-
that, then my argument wins.
Well, is there a universal cosmic rule not to be wrong?
Nope.
Not to be bad?
But I can make a very strong argument for it.
Here.
Yup. And if I go to a cannibal island, I'm not going to fucking win.
No.
Because they not only have their arguments, but they also have weapons, and they will eat me. And I don't want to do that. Does that make it
Yep.
correct? No.
It just makes it incorrect for you.
Yep. It's subjective.
Not
Welcome to
not
the
for
world of
them.
ethics.
so it's so technically, if you think about it, there's no wrong in cannibalism either.
Correct. But I can make a very strong argument why I believe it's wrong.
For you.
Yep, correct. What are you having a problem
But-
understanding?
but not universally.
Correct. What are you having a problem understanding?
So it's okay to be a bad person.
Incorrect, because I can make an argument for why I believe it's wrong.
Just because you can make an argument of why it may affect you and others, it doesn't make it wrong universally.
Nope. There's no such thing as an objective truth to morals, but there are such thing as subjective truths. So it's subjectively true to me that it is wrong, and I can give an argument for it.
Yeah, personally.
Yes, correct. Dude, what are you
That
not
doesn't make it
grasping?
wrong.
Yes, it
That
does
doesn't
for
make
me.
it- no, it does. Yeah, only for you.
Yeah, for me. There you go. What's your problem?
So it's not. So it's not wrong,
Incorrect. It is wrong to me.
but it's not wrong to me.
Cool. You're an asshole and deserve prison then. So I'm going to lock you up and then only my opinion matters. That's how this works, dude. We make up arguments, we decide what is right and wrong as a society, and when people break those laws, we put them away. That way they can't continue doing it. That's how it works, and that's why we win. Yeah,
No, I get
it's
it.
subjective. It is only my fucking opinion determining it. You're correct. There's no such thing as an objective truth. For an objective fact, you have to have axioms grounding it. There is no axiom for morals.
I mean, we all have axioms.
Define axiom.
Well, things that you have that you put value in.
So an axiom is a foundation for knowledge or truth, or a self-evident truth that we take for granted as true without evidence. So things like things exist is an axiom. It's trivial. We don't need to prove it. There is nothing like that for morals, hence objective. Also, subjective by definition is going to be changes in accordance with feelings, tastes, and opinions. Objective means it doesn't. The other definition you could use is subjective is mind independent or mind dependent or stance dependent. Same, opposite, vice versa.
So is Shmurda,
Objectively
Objective?
wrong? No.
yeah.
It's subjectively wrong in accordance with the majority of our society.
So, again, it's not wrong.
It is, subjectively to the majority of society.
Depending on the context, I guess.
Correct. And that also, by definition, makes it subjective.
But it doesn't make it wrong.
It does, subjectively, in our opinions, by definition, making it subjective.
But okay,
By literal
just
definition,
say-
it's just subjective, dude. There's no way around it
well, how can you say that?
because it's an objective fact. There's no objectivity to it at all. It's all based on opinions.
I know, but let's just say that I hit you over the head with a rock.
Hmm.
I don't feel bad for it,
Cool.
right? Right?
Was I attacking you?
No, it has nothing to do
Then
with
I
that.
can make an argument for why you're in the wrong. If I was attacking you, we can make an argument for why you were in the right. Therefore, it's subjective because it changes in accordance with feelings, tastes, and opinions. By definition, being subjective.
But I'm not obligated to have remorse.
Correct.
So then it makes it okay for me to do it.
Incorrect.
It just I might
In
say-
your
I might
opinion,
do-
you can be correct in doing it. In your opinion, yes. And in my opinion, I can say you're wrong. And there's no objective truth determining who's correct. Therefore, it's subjective. Do you get it yet?
yes, if it's subjective, then there is no wrong in doing harm
Incorrect.
at all.
You keep on
At
like
all.
doing this horrible fallacy. Just because something's subjective does not mean that there isn't truth to it. It is a subjective truth. To each individual, they have different truths. The definition of subjective, it changes in accordance with tastes, feelings, and opinions. You're correct. There is no objectivity to it. You are incorrect to say that I cannot subjectively say that it is wrong. You're not following.
Yeah, I am following. It's like I could use the same analogy using fucking pollution.
Yeah, you can.
I know what you're saying.
But we can provide an objective fact to why it is wrong because it objectively destroys the ozone layer. Why is that wrong? Because it objectively will kill us.
Yes.
Why is that
So-
wrong? That's where we get
so-
further questions.
So pollution is wrong.
In my opinion, yes.
What do you mean in your opinion? If it affects the planet, then your opinion doesn't matter. You're just able to see that it's not good.
Why is that not good?
Pollution. Why is pollution not good?
Why is that not good? Why is that bad? This is the
Because
study of
of our-
ethics. You need to study it a little bit more. There's something called an is-ought fallacy for that. So it's like, why is it even bad to be bad?
No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so why is it bad to destroy Earth?
Well, according to you, right?
I have my own subjective
It is-
opinion. You're saying it's
it is-
objective.
No, I'm not. You're saying that it's bad. I agree with you on that, right? But it's not wrong.
It's wrong to whoever says it's wrong, and it's not wrong to whoever says it's not wrong. It's called subjective.
So it's okay.
And some person's opinion, yes, and another person's opinion, no. That's the definition of subjective.
So we're not obligated to be good at all.
Correct.
So it's okay to be a bad person.
No.
And it's not wrong.
This is called a slippery slope fallacy, and you use it over and over and over. So
Because you
because
keep
one
dodging it.
no, I'm not dodging it. You're just incapable of comprehending basic ethic logic.
No, that's not even
Your
that's not even
slippery
the
slope
case.
fallacy is I say some person can have the opinion of something being wrong, and then you say, therefore everyone is fucking evil. That's just fucking
That's
stupid.
not what I said.
Yeah, it's exactly what you've said like 3 times.
No, to
So
each their
you're
own.
able to have
No.
your own opinion. I'm able to have my own opinion. That makes something subjective. Now, what's objective is 2 + 2 is always going to be 4, regardless of someone's opinion. It doesn't require an opinion to be 4. Something like the ozone layer being destroyed is subjective. We can argue that it's objectively bad for the planet, but we cannot argue that it's objectively just wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I know what you're saying.
Cool, then we agree. Morals are subjective.
Yes. So it's still okay to be a bad person if I chose to be.
You can make an argument for that, and I can make an argument for the opposite. That's the definition of subjective, dude.
Now I get it. Do you think that's why religion came into play?
No, I think that's due to power and control issues.
I mean, they still have 613 moral laws in the Bible that are pretty good.
Yeah, included but not limited to slavery is good.
I mean, we still have slavery today if you think about it. It's just dimmed down.
I definitely agree that the prison system is slavery. I definitely agree that capitalism is slavery. Yeah, absolutely. But at least we're not owning another human being and beating them with a almighty unicorn telling us it's okay and how to do it.
Nah, I see what you're saying. All right, man. Thanks for having me up.
You have a good one.
You too.
Get me off this ride. We went around in circles. I don't know how many times there.
That was a little bit of a circle. He was very good though. I like him. He was able to. I like that. We came to a conclusion. That was pretty dope.
Yeah, he finally got it. Like after I don't know how many times. I won't
Yeah,
disparage.
I
him,
like him.
but
I
he
like him.
finally got it.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. That's really impressive on him. It shows that he's got some brain power. I'm very impressed. W to him.
Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me because he said he wasn't conservative. So
Yeah, you
There
gotta
you
have a
go.
brain to do that. All right. Some people are saying let this guy up, so we're gonna get Amen vibe. What's up, Amen?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Absolutely. You over the age of 18,
sure
brother?
can.
Yeah, I'm over the age of 18.
Awesome. Which God do you believe in?
The Christian God.
Cool. Do you follow a specific denomination?
No. Well, I'm non-denominational.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cool. What you got for us today?
Yeah. What's the argument that no one has experienced God?
Mhm.
Yeah, what's the argument for that?
Sure, yeah. Anytime someone says they have an experience for God, what we do see is that, just use as an example, someone prayed for someone in a hospital to be healed, and the next day that person was healed. In their subjective experience, it seems to be that a magical unicorn healed that person. In objective reality, there's no evidence linking a causal mechanism of a god to the effect of the healing. So no, they did not experience God. They think they did, but there's no evidence for that.
What's the evidence? Well, what's the argument that there's no evidence?
Lack of facts and information leading to the conclusion that a God caused the healing.
Okay, who determines what the proper facts are to lead to the conclusion that God didn't make the
Something
healing or God
proven
did
beyond
do
a
the healing?
reasonable doubt.
Okay, well, if it's proven beyond a reasonable doubt that they were in fact like somebody was like blind or something, that's proven beyond a reasonable doubt,
Mhm.
and they got prayed over, those are also facts. So
Mhm.
the facts leading up to them seeing, like either the next day or in that moment, would be them being blind,
Mhm.
them being prayed over in the
Mhm.
name of said God, and then them
Mhm.
being subsequently healed. What's
Mhm.
the argument that these aren't facts that lead to the conclusion, and what's your basis?
Yeah, there's still no causal mechanism showing a magical unicorn doing the healing. All we have facts for is someone was prayed for and someone was healed after. That doesn't mean that this magical God did the healing. It just is a correlation. Someone prayed and someone healed. That does not mean that the cause was of the God.
Well, all causes are correlative, but you didn't actually make an argument. Like you just made more claims. So what's that? The
I
actual
provided a very
argument?
strong argument that there's no
You actually
justification
didn't.
for a
You just
causal
said
mechanism
unicorn.
relating a God to the mystical healing.
Yeah, that was your claim. That's not an
Incorrect.
argument.
So my
So could you
argument
give
was there's
me?
no causal
Okay.
mechanism, you dimwit. You have to provide a causal mechanism showing a
Whoa.
divine interaction.
Yikes. We're insulting.
Oh, you're a
Like,
Phil bro. Oh,
yikes.
gotcha. Define ad hominem
Is Phil
fallacy.
bro? I'm curious. No, I said we're insulting. So I said
Yes, I
is
absolutely
Phil
insult
bro
people.
just the
Phil
okay,
bro is just
Phil
a word
bro,
that I use to be an asshole.
just the word you use to yeah. That's
Yeah.
perfectly fine, but just know that it just demonstrates that you don't actually have an argument. Do you know
Cool.
that, right?
I did provide an
Okay,
argument. So there's
awesome.
no causal
Yeah, you did.
mechanism
You made a
linking
claim.
the prayer and healing to a God. Can you provide it?
Can you give me the argument
Why are you
that
burden shifting?
lists
That's
the facts
pathetic. So
leading
I
up
just
to?
stated that there's no causal mechanism showing that the
And I
God
gave you the
caused the
argument.
healing. Your only argument is that there was a
I
prayer
gave you the
and that
argument.
there was a healing.
Yes.
Therefore, a God did the
Right.
healing. That is not true, and it
Yes.
doesn't
What's your
follow. It's a
argument
non
that
sequitur. So what
what's
you
the
need to do
argument?
is provide the external information
Yeah,
that
can
a
you give
God
me the
caused
argument?
the healing. I just provided
No,
it.
hang on. Can you give me
This is going
the
in circles. I
argument
hope you
that
have the worst day on planet Earth. Bill Bros, you're pathetic. No one likes you.
I think he would have really appreciated a logical syllogism.
I think you could suck my dick. What's up, Ellen?
Hi. I'm not opposition. So if you're only looking for opposition, I understand, and you can go ahead and kick me then.
What's your biggest point of study?
Oh, my point of study. I mean, I like studying Eastern religions. I would say I'm a practitioner of Buddhism. But like, when it comes to God, I would say that I'm apatheistic, but every time someone makes a positive claim that they know a God exists, it's always fun to ask them how, because you realize they don't actually know.
Just
So,
like this last guy. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, can you provide the
Right.
causal mechanism showing me that a God did the healing? No,
Yeah.
it's your burden to prove. Burden shift number 1, go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, so my thing about that, I absolutely hate it when people say that like my daughter was healed from leukemia, so therefore God exists. I was like, okay, well, what about like someone in like Germany or something whose daughter also has leukemia and they prayed for the same thing and it didn't happen? Did they just not pray hard enough?
Exactly.
Like that, like the type of mentality that a lot of Christians have is very scary, because the the guy before, he didn't sound like this. The guy before him, I wanted to say, this is what happens when you believe in objective morality. It causes you not to think about why things are bad or good.
Oh, you want to try and
It's
argue
like-
with the Amen guy? He just requested up again. I'm done with him. He's circular and burden shifting hella hard.
Circular. Sure, yeah.
I'll let you.
I wouldn't mind. Natty, what's up?
Hey, no, I just had one question for the host. Are you willing to debate me in a formal?
Nope, you're pathetic. You want to argue with LM?
Okay. Well, you have a good one then.
No, fuck you.
Oh, dang. But, oh, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, like the guy before, there we go. I was saying, that this is just what believing in objective morality does. It just causes you not to think very hard about why things are good or bad. 'Cause it's like, why is this bad? God told me so. Okay? It's like, That's not that's not how ethics works, dude. But no, yeah. But that was it basically.
Sure, hang out, bro.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
no problem.
Everyone brings different perspectives. I'm even okay with if there's multiple theists and you want to request up, I'm perfectly fine with that as well.
Yeah, thanks for having us up, man.
Yeah, I don't want this to only be one-on-one.
Yeah, I don't like to interrupt. That's why I say stay silent.
Oh,
most of
you
the
are
time,
perfectly
but
fine, brother. If you have something to further add, go on ahead and cut me the fuck off.
yeah, I thought like because I study psychology, it just when he was talking about the brain stuff, I was like, this is perfect time.
Yeah. The ancient pharaohs did it because of the sun, though. What are you guys talking about?
He's probably talking about how the pyramids perfectly align with Orion. They don't, but he'll say it.
Decorative eyeliner. Oh, they're still talking about eyeliner.
With it
Someone's
for
crying.
like one part out of the year, barely.
Hey, I agree
Oh.
with you, Noreen. You ever get flirfs? Not often, just because I'm so cutthroat. They're not able to withstand 5 seconds on here.
I don't think there's like any point in debating them. Like Planet Peterson has some really good debates with them.
He's good.
But he can suffer fools like no other person. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
It's very difficult. I just don't have patience for stupidity.
The guy with the clown profile picture.
I have
Yeah.
patience for ignorance. If someone is very obviously ignorant or just not comprehending something yet, I will go in circles a couple of times until they understand. If we go in circles 30 times and they still don't understand, at this point, you just don't want to understand. Dr. Blitz is the best anti-flat earther. Yeah, dude, fucking love Blitz. Blitz is a genius.
Ian's pretty good too.
I haven't heard Ian
Oh, not for flat earthers, but Ian
debating.
has
Oh my
some-
god, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Blitz and me. I do like your arguments wholeheartedly. My only contention is the allowance of so many theoreticals. But that's just because I'm so hardcore with my epistemology.
Empirics. You're very empirically minded.
I have that conversation quite often. Some people call me a hard empiricist. Some people say I'm not even an empiricist at all. It's just like you shouldn't be just this or just that. Empirical things are great for some things. Metaphysics work for some others. Logic works for others. Like you have to use them all. You can't just be one school of epistemology.
Yeah, like humans, we love categorizing things, but things in nature rarely ever fall into definite
Yeah,
categories.
literally. Yeah. If it corresponds with our current understanding and evidence, then I could hold to it. I grant allowing the possibility of it, but until we know, I can't grant it as knowledge. Like string theory. Very fucking awesome. Very plausible. Can we say it's true? No.
I don't think I even understand it to even make that claim.
It's a really good framework for how things work. Justified prediction. Again, I wouldn't consider it justified knowledge, but justified prediction, sure. I mean, but you can't state prediction as a truth. Prediction is just, this seems to be like it's going to be the most likely. That's fair.
Yeah. If something is able to consistently make correct predictions, like we may not understand the thing 100%, but we're doing a pretty damn good job of understanding it.
And that's valid too. Yeah, that's where I grant phenomenal conservatism. Like, if you do something over and over and over with an outcome consistently, it's fair to assume that whatever you're doing to have that cause, it's fair to assume that that is the cause. But once a defeater argument is brought up or some further evidence is brought up, then you have to change your mind. Nareen, we don't believe that there. I don't believe that there is a spirit world. Would you like to explain that? Oh, that's fucking facts, Carrot. My worldview is a bunch of question marks. What? The hemline of both pants and skirts lowered as the children got older. Oh yeah, through all of history, men have been wearing. I think it's hilarious when people see what I look like and they're like, "Oh, gay." It's like half. But besides the point, eyeliner doesn't make you gay.
It just makes your eyes pop.
Exactly, and that's why I like it. Yeah, the first time
Like,
I wore it, I
you
looked
go
in the
back to
mirror
the-
and saw the color in my eyes, and I was like, "Holy shit, I can see the color in my eyes. I love it."
You go back to the 1800s, like they're wearing full makeup.
Yeah. And even today, every single person on your fucking TV screen.
Yeah, it's just people not knowing history or how things work in like media and stuff. I can't beat Phil Bros yet. Too many words. Well, that's why you can defeat them. Like, ask them to define any of the words that they're using. You'll stump them.
Yeah, right. Tony, you can't speak for everyone to say they haven't experienced God. Yes, I can, because it is impossible for the Abrahamic God specifically to have created anything, let alone for them to be causing anything, because it's without time. If you agree that he's in time, it's your burden of proof to provide a causal mechanism linking the effect and cause to God. And no one has ever in the history of mankind been able to do that. So no one has ever experienced it. It's quite simple. People seem or feel like they have experienced God. But going back to the person in a hospital, you prayed and the next day they were healed, doesn't mean that the prayer to this God caused the God to cause an effect of healing. That's not what that means. What it does show is that you prayed, and in correlation, after prayer, the person happened to be healed. That does not mean that a God caused it.
Could have been Satan.
Could have been Satan. Could have been Odin. Could have been fucking Loki. Could have been Superman, Spider-Man, Harry Potter. Could have been many things.
I'm sorry, but my doctor, Jesus, he's the one that healed mine. So I would have to argue that Jesus did bring my child back to life.
Oh, I love that. Correlation is not necessarily causation. Exactly. And that's where like Alex K has a contention with me as well. He doesn't understand when correlation and causation are the same and when a correlation is not a causation, which is why I bring up things like the bird on a steel beam. Just because the bird is sitting on a bent steel beam does not mean that he bent the beam. That's a correlation. Now, showing that bird sitting on the beam and the beam bending as he is sitting down and putting pressure on it does show the causation being the bird. Causation and correlation are very easy to figure out which one they are. For instance, the brain. If we only saw that people were conscious when awake or having a brain, if we only saw that they were conscious and had a brain, that's a correlation. But when we see that the brain lights up specific parts, causing the effect of observation, causing the effect of memory, that's when it's no longer a correlation, but a causation.
But someone like Alex K would say, well, that's how the consciousness interacts with the brain. And it's like, I'm like, if I wanted to be a skeptic, I would just say, no, I only exist. All of you are a figment of my imagination, and I wrote Harry Potter.
Solipsism. There you go.
Prove to me that you exist right now.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it really. I'm proving it very hard.
I'm sorry?
Not like that. Not
geez.
like that.
Oh, geez. You need help with that?
No TikTok. I
You
didn't mean
need
like
help
that.
with that? You need a second hand? No, never heard of Shanxi. Been a while since college, but you need correlation, time, order, and confounding variables to establish causation. Yeah, that's valid. Are you trans? No. Why do people think eyeliner makes you trans? What the fuck?
Well, if you get like
Because boy, we're not
testosterone
supposed to do
injection,
that.
oh,
My good old grandpapa, he told me not we're not supposed to be doing that.
That's for the women only.
you could make the argument that if you inject testosterone to become more masculine and you get hair implants, you're male to male trans.
I mean, yeah, it is gender
Yeah.
affirming surgery to do hair transplants. I think isn't it like the most common gender affirming surgery is the removal of breast tissue from men because there's like a medical condition that happens in a lot of young boys where they start growing like breast.
Gynecomastia.
There we go.
Damn, he brought the receipts.
Slow day. No theists lining up.
Yeah. I noticed that. I might oh, that's because I've had a whole bunch of what do you call it?
Warnings.
Yeah.
Whatever they're called.
Yeah. Should probably
Thinking
restart
about
the live.
Yeah.
We'll go ahead and restart the live. Come back. Come back, Jack. Come back. All right, let's restart that. The amount of reports that I get per stream, it's fucking insane, dude. I piss everyone off, and I fucking love it. I'm definitely gonna have to do a Philbro day where I put philosophy doesn't prove God. I think that'd be pretty fun. I think it'd be pretty fun. What's up?
What's that?
What's up? What's
So
up?
I scrolled down twice and I found Gritty debating another atheist using that pollution argument again.
Oh my god. You didn't learn anything.
Seriously?
Look, realistically, I get it.
Didn't
You
he
don't-
concede?
He did concede.
He might have been arguing some sort of different point, but like it sounded very similar.
The dude fucking conceded. What the hell? If you're gonna concede, change your fucking mind.
Unfortunately, that just doesn't happen that much. Like multiple
Jesus.
times I've had conversations with people who concede their ideas in the moment and they still believe in the same stuff like days later. Also, you're frozen for me. I don't know if that's just me or not.
That's probably just you. He's fine.
10-4.
Ooh. 10-4.
Roger Wilco.
Yeah, that's crazy. In my mind, I've always, if I'm like proven incorrect on something, I change my mind immediately and I don't ever make that argument again.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We have certain heuristics that we follow, and then we'll find some excuse to believe it.
Confirmation bias and cognitive dissonance. Wonderful things. concede and then pray for forgiveness right after. Yeah, I thought that we smacked the crap out of him.
He might have been arguing something else, but he was talking about pollution again, and he's like, and the host then asked, "Are you what's wrong, or what's wrong in your worldview then?"
It's
So
pretty much the
it
same
sounds
thing I
very
said.
similar.
Are they still talking about the eyeliner? God damn.
I love how TikTok just they don't know what you're doing when you put your hand up to your face and go in your mouth like that. And TikTok's like,
Yeah. Like, I wonder what that could be. People wear clothes they want because they like them. That's
Sometimes
how
I'll
people do
watch
things.
Dean, and Dean does the same thing, and like it's just so funny because he's like so good and sneaky with it.
It's my anxiety pin.
I walked into a place once, and with a water bottle. I always have a water bottle on me because I don't want to be dehydrated, you know, especially now with summer. But I walked into a place and it's like, hey, we don't allow water bottles, like foreign water bottles into this place. And I was like, it's my emotional support water bottle.
Yes.
And they were like, you know what? I don't have time for this. Sure, bring it in.
They're still going on about the eyeliner. Holy shit. Dude. Oh,
It has to be some sort of projection at this point.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
So I live in San Antonio, and there's some.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Oh, it's not that bad. There's some drama going on though because Kanye is coming to be here, but the mayor doesn't want to. Like the mayor doesn't want Kanye here because of all the things that he said. But one of the
But
council
he apologized though. He apologized for the fifth time after already doing it 6 other times.
Yes. But so our mayor is trying to stop that, and there's a few council members. So like San Antonio doesn't work like New York, unfortunately. We can't just get a Mamdani in here. Even if we did get a Mamdani, they'd still have to go up against the council. But one of the council members literally they made like a very strange argument where it's like it's something along the lines of like if Yi gets canceled, then you're gonna have to reimburse me personally for me buying the tickets. And then everyone like is sitting there being like, I'm sorry, did you buy tickets and that's why you're voting against the Kanye concert? oh, sorry, that's why you're voting for the Kanye concert to still be here? And then she's like, no.
That's funny.
Yeah, how would a government stop someone from performing in a concert? I would assume that your constitution would have a hard time allowing that.
So the way that most city charters work, I don't know about most other cities outside of San Antonio, but the way that most city charters work is that they have the capability of, depending on the building. So most cities have a department of like Parks and Recreation, right? Like that's a real thing. That's not just a show. So because they have that, they have a certain level of say as to what happens within government, either government sponsored or government controlled buildings that are within the city. In this case with San Antonio, if I remember correctly, the Frost Bank Center that we have that hosts Spurs games, other like local teams and concerts and stuff, the city government has a say as to what can be performed there and such. The main reason why it's not going against like the First Amendment is because it's not necessarily going against someone's speech, especially since they're kind of using the argument that this is a person that has perpetuated harm. And that's why the question of like the First Amendment isn't even coming up, because this is technically a government building, or at least a government sponsored building. So they have some level of say as to what happens in there.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So like city policies, like obviously the Constitution is the law of the entire land, right? But city policies is where you get like this weird world of like, you somehow have a government that doesn't have a lot of power, but then yet kind of does. just kind of depending on like certain things. In this case, yeah, like whenever it comes to blocking someone from being able to perform anywhere, as long as there's like a substantial reason, right? Like, because we're not blocking Kanye because of his religious affiliations or anything like that, or we're blocking him because his speech has perpetuated harm, right? So yeah. But no, it looks like he's going to be able to perform here anyway because the city council is voting for him to stay. So yeah, it's just something the mayor didn't want.
And sorry for the being uninformed. Where is San Antonio?
It's in Texas, specifically the most northern
Oh,
part
my
of.
condolences.
That's why I said I'm sorry, Joel.
It's like San Antonio is a blue city in a sea of red. Not as blue as Austin, but you know, still blue. But I mean, like, it's like Texas blue. So like most Democrats here, they're like pro-life, or they're still like very okay with like putting like Christianity in schools and such. So yeah, like, you know. And as a teacher, look, as a teacher, yeah, let me teach the Bible. I will guarantee you, if you make the Bible like an actual curriculum in schools, you're just gonna make more atheists. Like that's all you're gonna do. You're not gonna make more Christians. I apologize. If you're having us teach it, not preach it, then yeah, like you're just gonna make more atheists. Like that's just what's gonna happen.
That's
I
fair.
think there are probably topics in the Bible that probably aren't suitable for schools.
Definitely. What happens with Lot and his daughters, definitely not suitable for school. The entirety of Judges, I would say, is not suitable for school, especially when we get to Jephthah and like him sacrificing his daughter. Like, yeah.
Revelation seems pretty like messed up on like thematic.
I would love to talk about Revelations because it is not a description of the end of the world. It's like it's just not. It is a description of the rule of Nero, and like, well, more specifically, the fear that Nero is returning, because that was an actual fear that a lot of Christians and Jews had, because Nero didn't have like a big funeral like most other emperors did, so no one knew if he was actually passed or not, and there were multiple people that were fake Neros. But I mean, like, this is ancient Rome. If someone says they're Nero and they have a giant army and they're taking their entire fleet to Rome to take it over, yeah, no, that's Nero. Like, you have no way of proving or disproving otherwise.
What's up, Shane?
Hi, how are you?
Doing all right, man. You over the age of 18?
Yeah, I'm 29, if that's good enough for you.
All right. Which God do you believe in?
I believe in Jesus Christ.
All right. What you got for us today?
Yeah, not much. So I guess you're kind of trying to steer me away from God, is it? Or give your opinions?
I teach critical thinking. What you got for us today?
Yeah, as in information, or what particularly are you looking for?
No, nobody's experienced God. You agree?
Nope. Knock. In 1998 in Ireland, a woman had seen not God, but had seen a spiritual event that later determined. If you look it up, you'll understand it. But I do believe there's something out there. I do believe that there's a greater power than just nothing. We have to amends to something.
Where do we begin there? Okay, so there's a woman that saw something. That's all you got?
Nope. Nope. I suppose life just admits there has to be something in life.
Why?
I mean, think about it logically.
I am. That's
we
why I'm
all
an atheist.
okay, and I respect your belief. I'm just saying my my opinion.
You said think logically. There is no logically sound argument for God. Therefore, it's more logical to hold the default position of atheist lacking a belief.
Yeah, I gotta disagree with that. I mean, we
You
all
can
have to
disagree,
come
but
from
it's
something.
logical. No,
Nope,
yeah, we
we
come from
all.
our parents who fucked, and that's why we exist. Yeah, it's logical.
Nope. I mean, it's the apple of Eden.
Didn't
Adam
exist.
and Eden in the garden.
Didn't exist.
Okay.
Do you have evidence for it? Or do you just have a
Do you
book?
have evidence that it didn't exist?
Yeah, in accordance with the lineage and begats of the Bible, that happened 6,000 years ago. That's false.
When did it happen then?
It didn't happen. The place doesn't
Okay.
exist. It's a mythological story.
Okay.
There's also like just like the genetic problem of having only two people be the progenitors of Earth. Like incest is going to be a problem right out the gate, especially since they only had 3 named sons.
Yeah.
So the only option is either they had relations with their sisters or their mom, neither of which is going to produce a healthy enough offspring to further the family line.
Also, it's objectively false just based on the date. That happened 6,000 years ago. We know it's false. People have been around for 300,000-400,000 years.
Okay. Very, it's very good of you. I'll let you guys get back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. God bless you guys. Goodbye.
We don't need a god to bless anything because he doesn't bless things.
It's okay. I'm blessing you.
May Odin bless you. Oh, he ran.
Bro was not prepared.
Nope.
He thought he was the guy.
The guy.
He was not the guy.
What's up, Druvio? Have you guys noticed that like 90% of the theists have a car as their PFP?
For me, it's like an anime profile with like that. That's what I usually come across.
I
with.
mean, it's my car. Am I supposed to put my face or a hair?
So, Druvio, you're over the age of 18?
I'm 25.
Hell yeah, border. Which god do you believe in?
I believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, you know that we didn't understand shit of that. So you're Muslim?
Yep.
Cool. What you got for us?
Yeah, so where did we come from if there's no God? What is your explanation?
Oh, I don't know. Prove God did it. That's the
What's that?
cool thing about the burden of proof is I don't have to know shit. If you're claiming to have the actual answer, you have to prove your answer to be correct to justify the belief in it. That's the cool thing. We do have evolution. We do have abiogenesis. We have these very in-depth studies of evolution having so much evidence for it that it is proven beyond a reasonable doubt to become a scientific theory. You have nothing but a mythological storybook. Would you like to demonstrate your storybook to be true? Or continue burden
Okay, do
shifting?
you think you have...
He's going to continue
Okay,
burden
do
shifting.
you think... No, okay. So you're going to ask a question and answer yourself. Do
You
you
just,
think
I just
you have the
answered what you're
ability to
going to do.
understand God?
I am a prophet. I just said you're going to burden shift, and then you started burden shifting instead of providing your burden of proof.
What do you define as burden shifting? That you have
Yeah,
to
so
prove...
you asked me where I think we come from as people. I said I don't know. Proof God did it because your claim is
Okay,
that
so
God
if
did
you
it.
don't even know that, how can you know if a God exists or not?
Because there's no evidence for God, and it's impossible
Well,
for
you
your
don't
God.
even know how you exist. You don't even know yourself.
I don't
How
need
do you
to
know
know.
if a God exists or not?
I actually do know, but I don't need to know is the
No,
point.
you don't. You just said you don't know.
No, I'm saying I don't need to know. I have the answer,
No.
evolution. I explained that already. But I don't have to know anything about evolution. I don't have to know anything about where I come from to say that I don't believe in your claim. Now it's your turn to prove your claim. It's called the
So
burden
you're
of
a
proof.
know-it-all who doesn't know anything. Is that what you're saying?
Druvio, just because like someone claims to not know what the origin is,
What
that
the
doesn't
fuck?
automatically mean that we can just put God in there. That's a God of the gaps.
So you're not an atheist. You're an agnostic.
I'm
That's
an
what you are.
atheist.
You're not
Define
an
atheist.
An atheist is someone who doesn't believe in any gods at all. An agnostic is a belief that I don't know if there's a God or not.
False. So Gnosticism.
No, it's a simple Google search.
I'm teaching you.
What are you
It's
talking
okay.
about?
Shh. I'm teaching you. Gnosticism
All
is
right,
about
a dumbass
knowledge.
who's acting like a know-it-all.
Shh. Be a
All
good boy.
right.
So Gnostic means
Okay,
knowledge.
buddy.
So Gnosticism is that you have knowledge of. Agnostic means you don't know. To be
And
a
you're someone
theist
who
is
just said
to
that you
have
don't know
a
anything.
belief, and to be an atheist is to not have a belief, is to lack
Yeah.
a belief. So I'm a atheist, and I'm actually a Gnostic atheist. I'm a
You're
minority.
you are somebody who's saying he doesn't know anything, but then acting like he knows everything.
Brother, what were the words I
I mean,
said?
it's either one or the other. You either know or you don't. Right?
So what I said is I actually do
No,
have
what you said is-
evolution, but
and
I
the
don't
chat can
need.
agree with me or not. Didn't he just say he doesn't know?
You need to learn how to shut the fuck up. What I said was, I have evolution, but I don't need to know anything about evolution to say I don't grant your claim because it's unjustified. Now, would you like to justify your claim with evidence?
Keep muting me because we know your dad killed.
Woo!
Your dad committed suicide.
That almost went bad. My dad is actually perfectly healthy.
What in the world did he?
That was
You muted
wild.
me.
What the
You
hell?
muted me, so your father unalived himself. What?
Yeah. Pathetic piece of shit. That's all they got.
Really good Muslim behavior there, brother. I don't know.
Yeah, literally. And people are like, why do you mute them? Because I know the crash out's coming.
It's indicative of a lack of.
That's why I have no followers. That's funny. I have 10K
Now we
followers
know-
across platforms, buddy.
Now we know what he cares about. Materialistic things.
You muted me. That's why your red sock dyes all your white shirts in the washing machine.
Okay. I'm sure that happened with like older washing machines, but I've accidentally done that multiple times. My clothes were fine.
Oh yeah, I've never had the problem. We got
not
colors
washing
now.
Machines. It's the actual dyes.
You think those have
So
changed?
so the dyes have changed.
The dyes have changed. Yes,
I don't
they've-
know.
they've
It's got to
become more
be
stable.
because I know my washing machine has the option for colors and black and whites.
Well, that's the thing. I think those settings, they're not doing anything chemically to your shirts. They're just not being as rough.
That was a Susan Bomber. God, that's so fucked up, Benjamin. Yeah, those damn kitchen towels. Is he still on about 10K? That is funny. You're so
Yes, he is.
adorable.
He's still in here.
Jesus Christ.
He's saying the same thing over and over again, and he called you a goober. I think
I'm a
I
goofy
think you'll never
goober.
come back from that one. You'll never come back from being called a goober. Sorry, it's over.
It's over.
Dude, he's so mad. I love it. Thanks for the engagement, loser.
Yeah, he's literally just helping you. He's pray to God for more followers. Why would you pray to God for something so trivial?
God, give me more followers. In the name of Jesus Christ, I claim it to be.
In the name of Muhammad Gautama Christ Chan, one true God.
And they think that women are more emotional. Druvio, you just became a statistic.
They're more in touch with their emotions, yeah.
Explain the
That's just
prompt.
because-
Yeah. So nobody has experienced God. Why do I say that? Because many people believe that they've experienced God. And I like to use the praying in a hospital as an explanation. So someone is in the hospital, they're sickly, etc., whatever it may be. Someone prays over them, and the next day the person is healed. That person would then go to say they experienced God's healing. I argue, no, they have not. There's a correlation. They happened to pray and the person happened to get better. There's no causation from God connecting to the healing. So they did not experience God. What they experienced is praying and someone being healed. They did not experience God healing someone.
I'm a goofy goober. Rock. Have you guys have you guys listened to Green Day?
Mm-mm.
Okay, damn, never mind. My girlfriend and I have been having an argument that oh man, what's his name? Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. My girlfriend and I have been having an argument that he sounds a lot like the lead singer from Green Day. She says no, I say yes because I get him confused constantly.
I'm
But-
still ignorant on that. My girlfriend says I am what's the word? Uncultured. Oh, Green Day? Yes, I like Green Day. I
There
think it's
we
a Green
go.
Bay.
No. Have you heard? Okay, then have you heard Panic at the Disco?
I would have to
Depends.
I'd have to hard disagree with you on Green Day and
Damn,
Panic at the Disco.
you're just a sheep like everyone else. You tell me the same thing.
That's your claim. Can you back it up with evidence, please?
Yeah, sure. Let me play two songs at the same time.
Can you give me a logical syllogism, please?
P1, Brendan Urie sounds a certain way. P2, Green Day sounds a certain way. P1.
Dude, he's
Brendan
still
Urie.
going on about how many followers he has. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
he's still going crazy.
How many comments I get, I'll send you $200. What the hell?
Insecure much?
I confirm that you get comments. Can I have my $200 now, please?
He's literally talking to himself.
I'm getting this page deleted. My dad's the CEO of Nintendo.
What's up, Jaden?
My dad's the CEO of Microsoft. Your dad is Bill Gates? Who the is Bill Gates?
They assume only such and such people would be named Horowitz. What?
That's an odd question. Accidentally circumcised? That's a really odd question.
How do you be accidentally circumcised?
Oops, I slipped.
I gotta ask, is that a bear in your profile picture?
Yes.
How's the fin in that thing, bro?
How is a fan in that thing? What?
How is it fitting in the thing that it's wearing? What is that?
Oh, it's fake. It's from Pinterest.
I know, but what is the thing that he's wearing?
I got a response to you about Green Day, and girlfriend
It's a
said,
monk robe.
"Bro's got to be deaf to think they sound the same."
Damn.
Green Day
But
what?
it's a monk robe.
Oh, okay. Green Day and what?
I
Panic at the
thought
Disco.
I thought Brendan Urie and Green Day sound the same, and everyone keeps
Oh,
telling
you're fucking on crack. God damn, that's
Are you
bad.
prepared to die on
That's
this?
bad.
Are you
That's
prepared to die on
bad,
this
he
hill,
said.
Bear?
What?
Are you prepared to die on this hill?
No.
Yes, we gotta lock in.
Concede, bro.
It's not something I'm willing to die for.
Hey,
Jaden,
we have a
he's
guest, we gotta lock in.
he's not just a regular
Yo,
guest.
why hasn't this faggot died yet? Why,
Yeah,
I've been-
he's
God's
not a
keeping him
guest.
alive.
He's a troll.
God's keeping him alive. The faggot hasn't died yet. The faggot hasn't killed himself yet. So obviously God is keeping him alive.
Why are you crashing out so
God
hard?
damn.
What's right there?
Well, actually, I'm rubber, you're glue. Everything you say.
Yeah, what a good little Christian.
He was an,
Muslim.
remember he was a Muslim.
There's a difference.
Apparently.
In what they believe, yeah.
Oh,
And how
he
they
got
act.
reported a guest in live. Yeah, he's
So,
so
how-
mad.
I'm very
Right.
unaware of how this getting like flagged, like your things getting flagged. Is it if you say something personally egregious? or
No,
if
that
it's the
was
guest?
he got reported. It's AI.
okay.
It's an AI software. If you say certain words, it'll flag you.
And is it only if you say those things? Your
No, it's
live
for
gets-
every individual person. Like
Oh, damn.
if someone says something or gets flagged and it says that I'm not going to be on the For You page for 10 minutes, then yeah, it affects the live. But
Yeah, for like an instance, TikTok loves me so much. If I say anything towards anybody, I'll get a harassment and bullying restriction. Like it's guaranteed. I can't like it's only on Cody's live. That's the worst part. It's only on this live that I still get that same restriction. Only this one. Only this one.
It's Cody's fault, obviously.
yes.
Also, what the fuck is going on with the likes here, bro? There's 44 of you fuckers, and it's only at 3K, bro. What the fuck is going on? No, wait.
I'm beginning to see
Wait,
why you get reported.
What? Oh wait, we got a guest.
Hello?
What's up, Edris?
Nah, I don't have an argument. It's just somebody said in the comments, they said, we experienced God when we woke up today, but you do you. And I don't understand what the logic behind that is.
There is no logic. They've never used their brain before.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I believe in like last Thursdayism. So the universe was created last Thursday, and all the
Oh,
memories
Jesus
that we have.
fuck.
It's the same logic.
Actually, if trivialism is true, God is true. Trivialism is true, therefore God is true.
God, what even is trivialism, bro?
All propositions are true.
What is Cam Folk saying? We have to remember that we are Jesus. He said to forget all religions to realize his true message. What is he saying?
That's probably like a Gnostic fucking with history.
Don't do drugs, kids.
I love the Gnostics. They believe in
no. The
the
current
darndest
ones.
things.
The current ones are shit, dude. All they do is mix up history. That's all they do. The actual like Gnostics, like history and everything, is really cool. And I think they solve a lot of problems that we have with God in current day. But the people who claim to be Gnostics now are fucking stupid to do.
JD, you said that we are evidence that there is a God, but I think your dad and your mom exist, bro. That's kind of biology. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
We are evidence that our parents fucked.
And I feel like religion is never based on physical proof. It's only faith and like
100%.
My mama said that
Yeah.
she's a virgin, so I'm gonna believe her.
Is her name Mary by chance?
I'm the second. No, her name was Miriam.
Look at what Cam just said. Capital asleep with an A equals lowercase asleep.
What?
Look what Cam. What is that?
What is he on?
Asleep equals asleep.
His story was changed? What story?
Man and a woman like each other. Sometimes they get naked together.
Excuse me. It's her story.
Actually, technically, yeah.
Yeah, Jesus would have been the first trans man if he was to actually exist and the virgin story was true.
He only had XX chromosomes. He didn't have male chromosomes. All right, we got a Philbro troll. Who wants to take care of him?
I think all four of us will have fun.
All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because he just bores me at this point.
Oh, is it the same guy as earlier?
No.
Oh, it is. The guy from yesterday.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Let me
Why'd you
pull up
call me a
your argument.
Philbro troll when I'm none of those two things? So, seems like he used the conjunct of Philbro and troll. And those two things I don't satisfy either or. So, I don't know why you would even use them. What? What's so funny? So, you do realize the criticism I made, right? So, he said, I satisfy the conjunct P and Q, and I don't even satisfy one of those exclusively.
What's the
So,
argument for today?
the argument for why it is the case that God exists, or why it is the case that certain people have experienced God?
Why certain people have experiences with God?
Because there's a sound argument in favor of the proposition that certain people. What are you laughing at, dipshit? What are you laughing at? What's so funny?
What's the sound argument?
Yeah, I can do that for you. So we can first start by defining our predicate terms. The first one's a single place predicate or a monadic predicate that accepts an arity of one, so it has one
What
argument.
the fuck are you saying right
Then-
now?
Sorry,
Slow
is that
the
like a
fuck
tracking
down.
error? Oh, that's a tracking error, but it's cool. I'll slow
Oh
it
yeah,
down for you.
guaranteed it is, bro. You gotta
Yeah,
slow
I'll
it.
slow it. Yeah, I'll
Sorry,
slow it
good
down
boy.
for you. Yeah, so would you like me to, embarrass you in the apostrophe of language distinction? You philosophy grad? Aren't you a philosophy grad, Jaden?
No, I'm not. I am nowhere near philosophy anything, brother.
Or is that the Satan dude? Whatever. It's one of you morons. So
Satan's a fucking genius. Genius in
I
fucking
don't know. There
philosophy.
used to be some Satan dude that used to be up on his lives that I used to cook every single time.
Used. I don't think there's any here right now. You just said
Host
it
knows.
yourself.
Host
Used.
knows exactly what I'm talking about. I thought Jaden was the same person with a different name.
You guys do
Oh.
have like the same colors in your PFP.
Bro, what?
Yeah.
Oh, bro,
So-
y'all are tripping, bro.
Yeah, so what I said was the first term, or at least the first predicate term that we were talking about was a single place predicate or a monadic predicate. It just means that it accepts an arity of one, so it has one argument. And then the second one is going to be a double place predicate or a two place predicate. Some people will call it a binary predicate or a dyadic predicate that accepts an arity of two. Which, well, why are you laughing? Nice little cope laugh, buddy. Okay, so
All right, Hunter.
now
Hunter,
so you guys,
are you a modus ponens or a modus tollens type of guy?
I would use the two different,
Yeah, but like, which one do you like the most?
Yeah, I would use the two different inference rules, depending on the argument. I don't think that I like one over the other. There's certain moments in which one is more favorable than the other, or it's more parsimonious, and then in other cases, the other one would be more parsimonious. So
Okay, well, I'll give you modus tollens then.
you have a modus
Um,
tollens argument for what?
For nobody has experienced God.
Okay, sure. Let's hear it, buddy.
P1. If God has interacted with people in a detectable way, then there should be reliable, verifiable evidence of those interactions. P2. There is no reliable, verifiable evidence of such interactions. Conclusion. Therefore, God has not interacted with people in a detectable way.
Okay, so you do realize how you just basically said the same thing, but the negation of the thing within the argument itself. So it didn't have any sort of like monotonicity because you're already assuming that God has
Monotonicity? What are you talking about, bro?
The monotonicity, it just stays like neutral. It's monotonically neutral. It didn't actually increase. Well, what are you
Bro,
laughing
you
at?
just
So,
sound
look, so
really,
let me explain it to you. Can I explain it to you? It's like
But,
saying something
hold
like
on. I was in the middle of a sentence here, sir.
essentially what you
say.
said was, oh, if
Sir,
people
sir,
haven't
I
experienced God,
protest. I protest, sir. I was in the middle of a sentence. You're just sounding very symbiotic right now, bro.
Okay, buddy. Okay, you
I-
said you
I
were in the
don't
middle of a
know-
sentence. Are you going to continue, dipshit, or are you just going to wait here?
Sir.
Yes.
What is with these insults?
Can you just continue, buddy?
Continue with what?
You said that you were in the middle of a sentence, so I'm trying not to
Why
cut
are you getting
off.
so
Your
angry,
dipshit
man?
ass still...
Please settle, sir.
All right, go ahead.
I would like an apology, please. For this outburst.
I'm not doing that.
You what? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, buddy.
You're not going to apologize for your outburst?
I don't think I had an outburst. This is just how I deal with
Okay.
morons.
Can we have a poll here of the people in the room right now? Did this
In the
man
broom
have
right now?
an outburst?
Is that what you said? In the broom?
Do you want to put your
Did you
listening
mean
ears
see
on?
in the room? Because that wouldn't follow
Yes,
either,
in the
because
room.
This is not a room.
You're
This is not a
tracking
room,
now.
dipshit.
Very good.
This is not a room, dipshit. This is a
Alright,
TikTok live.
Let's put
Oh,
a one
boy.
in the chat.
Bro
Or-
doesn't
hold on,
understand.
Let's put a 1 in the chat if we think Hunter above here has been crashing out.
Bro, I'm above all of you guys. Why do you think that my profile picture is above all 4 of you dipshits?
because you joined the latest. What are you
getting
talking
a lot
about,
of
bro? That's
ones.
just how it works.
We're getting a
Wait,
lot
I'm
of
gonna
ones.
watch
You-
me
all you
leave.
guys are
I'm gonna
under
leave
me.
right now.
What was
Look
that?
at, we're getting a lot of ones, man. The whole chat is straight
Yeah,
ones.
no shit, because it's your life. Obviously, they're gonna say ones.
Look at that.
Wait, why do you think the 41 people here came here to watch me? No, they're here prior to me even coming
Oh,
up. So
the
clearly,
clown. See how the
so
clown
clearly
is on
they're
top?
here to watch
The
you
clown
guys.
is on
So
top.
obviously,
One world clown
they're gonna
government
entertain
right
you
here,
guys and
people.
be yes men to you guys.
All
Think
hail
you're
the
The
logical.
clown's on top, guys. Please.
All hail the clown.
Shush. The clown is
At least-
talking.
At
He
least
is
you
on
can
top.
acknowledge that you are a clown.
It's in
Yeah,
the
most
name,
clowns
bro.
most clowns can't acknowledge that they're victims, but
You're inferior to a clown.
at least you're
why?
self-aware, buddy.
You're inferior to a clown right now? I'm above you.
Cody, no.
You sound like a
Cody,
child, buddy. It must have been
What?
all those children you swallowed.
What's
No,
up with that guy?
Toto. No, Toto.
That doesn't track.
What's wrong with Toto?
That doesn't track, dipshit? Did you mean that doesn't follow?
Mm-mm.
What's wrong with him?
Later.
I mean, is he like racist? Does he do sex stuff?
Transphobe as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Who, me?
No. Someone that just requested up.
Oh. Okay.
Bro, we would never claim that of you. We only claim that you have emotional outbursts on lives.
Yeah.
You would never claim that I am a trans. Wait, you would never claim that I'm a transphobe?
The whole chat has been agreeing with us this whole fucking time.
Yeah, because it's your life. We kind of established that it's
my
your
life,
life. So
Cody.
clearly
Cody,
they're gonna.
Cody, I've taken your live, bro. Cody, I've taken.
Yeah, you're a
the
moderator,
live.
dipshit. You've been up here the entire
Taken
time.
it, bro. I have
It's gonna be
taken
the
the
host
live.
and the moderators who are
My
typically
own live
here
now.
moderating the live. You know, debating for
all the money
atheism
you get
and debating
from this.
theists.
I get all your money from this. I am definitely the best.
Sorry, it's not like he's making shit anyways.
Alright, can you just get the argument now?
Yeah. No, I can give the argument. So, what do you want the argument for? For why it is the case that people have experienced God? Because I already answered that question. Or did you want the argument for why it is the case that God exists?
Wait, before you can I have evidence of your argument? Can you give me evidence of it?
Yeah, I just think that the
You
Boral
just think
dilemma.
thinking
I
isn't
just-
evidence.
Okay,
Can you
well-
give me literal evidence, like physical evidence?
Yeah, sure, buddy. So I think that the mathematical theorem, the second Boral-Kenta dilemmas, is sufficient
Bro,
enough to
you
lead
just
us
said
to a
think
God
again.
hypothesis.
Why are you saying think? I asked for evidence, physical
Wait, I said,
evidence.
can you listen, dipshit? So it's going to be sufficient enough for us to lend credence in favor of the theistic hypothesis with respect to the posterior probability.
Well, that sounds posterior to me, and by posterior I mean ass. So, can you give me
By
physical
posterior,
evidence?
you mean what exactly? You said
ass. What you said was
no,
ass.
Posterior just means after.
Have you not heard people call their butts the posterior? Are you okay?
No, I'm not gay, buddy.
I said, are you okay?
No, I know what you said. I just said I'm not gay because I don't call my butt posterior, dipshit. It seems
Okay,
like you're
gay
not tracking,
people.
buddy. Anyways,
Sorry, gay people say posterior. Okay, cool. That's
what I've
something
learned. Yeah,
new.
that's an inference.
New
that's an
fact, everyone.
inference- That's an inference that I made throughout this because the only person I've ever heard use the term
An
posterior to
inference?
refer to an ass. Yeah, the only person I've ever heard use the term posterior to refer to an ass was you, and we have all collectively
you know
agreed
my
that you are gay.
sexuality? How
So
did
for
you
all
figure that
X
out?
effects and so for all X effects declares that posterior means an ass.
Axe effect.
And then you did.
What's an axe effect? Is that like in like an anime or
I
something?
said for all.
What anime do you
no,
watch, bro?
I said for all X. You know what that means? It's just
You
a
said it.
universal No, it's a universal quantification. So it's typically like a large
Qualification.
sorry,
like is the universe
quantification.
qualified?
No, like you're not tracking. I said quantification. Clearly you can't hear me
Wait, by
quantification,
qualified, are you saying the universe has a job?
I didn't say qualified, dipshit. I said quantification, a universal quantification, moron. Are you guys tracking?
What did?
Holy
Sorry,
shit,
what-
you guys are so stupid.
sorry, what do you
man.
mean
I
by
think you said
question?
qualified,
Sorry,
bro.
sorry to cut you off, Jaden. What did you mean by quantification? What does that mean?
So it just means in this case, that
Okay, what is
if
it?
I'm-
What does in this case mean?
So, well, can I explain it to you? You asked a question.
I'm
and then
asking
you,
what in this case means.
Well, whatever I say, you're just gonna ask me to define, the first word or the first two words that I'm gonna use.
Wow, guys,
It seems like
he's
you're scared to
learning.
actually
He's
debate me. That's why you
learning.
keep asking all these little
Here,
semantic
bro, he
questions.
can't even define his own words.
Well, I was trying to actually define the other thing that he asked.
Sounds like a
me for.
tracking error.
No, that's actually not a tracking error because I was
Failure.
actually defining the
Failure.
other thing that he asked me to. Okay, so You do exactly
Bad
the exact same
God.
game with you guys and just cut you off in the middle of your sentence. So you could have at least waited for me to explain to you what it means for something to be universally quantified over all ethical entity or some given X.
Angry.
But instead, you decided
Practice
to cut
this?
me
Do
off
you
in the middle
practice
of my
this in the mirror,
sentence.
bro?
No,
Like,
I
do you
don't.
go?
Actually.
Do you wake up in the morning and go, okay, P1, and then start rambling the most craziest shit into the mirror, and
I
you're
don't
like,
even
yeah,
think-
that'll
wait.
get him.
Yeah, actually, I haven't even said P1.
No, a better
for the
question.
entire point of the slide until right now. But
Wait. The better question is that you said you weren't gay, right?
yeah, absolutely not. That's gay.
Okay, so then why do you have another man as your profile?
Being
picture?
gay is gay,
That's
everyone.
me.
Who knew?
That's me,
I
dipshit.
guarantee that's
That's
not
me,
you.
dipshit. Yeah. I mog you.
Guarantee it.
I mog you.
Oh,
I
my
mog you the same way Clavicular mogs all the foids on his live stream.
Foids? Oh my goodness. This guy is a sad individual.
Oh
What?
my god, this is depressing.
Foids. Only someone who is so deeply insecure would call women foids.
I
Wait,
think
what's
it's
a
good to have
Freud?
some level of insecurity.
Wait, that's what Foyd means?
What's a Foid?
Yeah, it's short for femoids.
What the fuck is a femoid?
That's
Like,
what
it's
they.
a
That's what
separate
4chan calls them. That.
They wonder why
No,
there's a
it's not that
man
it's a
on
separate species. It's just 4chan edgelords would just say femoids, so then it got
Wait,
shortened to
holy
foids.
shit, he muted! Look at that! Hunter has muted. Holy shit, praise the Lord.
They wonder why. They wonder why.
Oh, so you're a believer now?
Actually, I believe in miracles now. I believe in miracles now.
That sounds like a
It
concession,
actually
buddy.
happened.
Caller is
This is
proof
like
the
you have
US is
evidence,
doomed.
I've experienced God right now. You muted yourself.
So that's a
That's
concession?
crazy.
So nobody
I
has
concede, yep,
experienced God
100%.
for all X. If X is a human,
Yep.
then X has not
I
experienced
concede,
God.
100%.
You have experienced God, which
Praise
is going
the
to make it a
Lord.
logical contradiction.
I've
to both
converted
things to be
everyone.
true.
I've converted.
Therefore, you should no longer hold to the opinion that no one has experienced God, because that proposition has just been
The
declared
first
false.
clown
And you're
to
evidence of
become
it.
religious.
You're
Crazy.
evidence of that, dipshit.
On
Anyways.
stream, on live, it's been praise the Lord, everyone. Can we enter prayer? Let me start. Let me give let me start the prayer.
We must, dear Lord, please save Hunter from his fucking rambling.
Lord, thank you for everything that you give us. Thank you for giving us lolcows that we can milk. They are great for sustenance. Thank you. Amen.
Oh man.
Okay, so it seems like that's
Jesus.
like a very that's a concession right there.
Why are
Anyways,
you
someone just
still
sent you-
here, bro? We've
Someone
just
just
been
sent you
messing with
20
you
SEK.
the entire time. Why are you still here? How have you? How
I'll give you the argument for why it is the case that people
It's
have experienced
Jova.
God dipshit.
It's Jova.
Okay, I've
Bro, you don't give up, do you, Hunter?
No, he doesn't.
Wait, I
He's-
can actually
he's
give you. Would you
stubborn.
guys like the most
Say
simplest argument
what you
for
will
why it is
about
the
him.
case
He's
that?
stubborn.
Wait, I'll give you the simplest argument for why it is the case that God
Called the
exists.
fuck out, Hunter.
Yeah. So premise
we
one,
don't know
if
why
trivial-
women you think you did.
Premise one,
Ooh.
premise one, if
Hunter,
trivialism is
Hunter,
true, then
Hunter,
God exists.
You're getting roasted by
Trivialism is true, then God
everyone,
exists.
and you don't
Hunter,
even know
could you
it.
please just 2 seconds, Hunter? Hunter,
Read off the read
Cody,
off the
could you
super chat again?
read what the people are saying for us, please?
Yeah, read this.
Yeah, read it out, Hunter. Read that.
Read
green
it out
one
loud
for us.
So is this like who's this speaking to? Because it's sent to
You.
like no, it's
You.
sent to like Cody's chat, so clearly it's about Cody.
Hunter, it is
So
guaranteed.
Cody, you goofball. We don't know why women
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think you deserve don't
so
like
that
you.
person was like, "Oh, I hate this guy. I'm gonna pay him to."
Yeah,
lie
that's exactly how it works.
Wait,
guys,
She felt so bad for Cody that she decided to send $5.
This is a humiliation ritual at this point.
It really is.
This is his
It
cake,
really
and
is.
he's getting
turned
off.
on, bro.
He's
Yeah, I think
Goddamn
Are your nails
masochist.
painted, dude?
Can you please?
Oh,
turn
absolutely.
Your camera on,
Dude, you're
Hunter,
a
can
grown
you-
ass man with paint.
You haven't
nails.
seen my eyeliner?
Oh, I noticed. I just didn't want to say anything before you kicked me off for being homophobic.
I mean, you are
Hunter,
homophobic.
Can you please turn on your
the argument for
camera
that?
for us?
Cody,
I need to see
Deanna-
where
I
your
can't.
hands are.
I
Can you
need
show me where your hands are, Hunter?
100%.
I need 100 followers.
He is
He
100%.
unironically was about to use the trivialism argument that you talked about earlier.
Was he really?
Yeah. Premise one: if trivialism is true, God exists. If trivialism is true, therefore God exists. What? What's so funny?
Oh my God, he did it. He did it unironically.
By way of modus ponens, which is an inference that was developed by Aristotle in the late
Cody,
3rd
is this
century
just
BC.
someone that you? Is this a friend of yours? Is Hunter a friend of yours?
No, he's a
This
consistent
has
troll.
to be.
No, I'm not a
Is this
consistent troll.
actually a
That was-
real
that was the
person?
argument for that?
Like,
Yeah, we get
Let me
like
go ahead and get P1.
there's some Discord Phil bros that go onto all of the streams, like theist and atheist alike, and they just fuck around with big words and oh, you didn't catch what I said? You're a low tier, low tier, low
What's the
tier.
argument that I have a Discord?
Your mom.
My mom's the argument that I have a Discord.
Your
you
mom.
stop acting so
Okay, so if I have a
photosensitive,
mom,
Santa?
therefore I have a Discord. I have
Your
a mom.
mom.
Conclusion, I have a Discord.
Your mom.
Or is it just going to be true only of me?
Your mom.
Okay, so you're actually not substantiating. That's supposed to be.
I know
the
you are, but what
argument
am I?
for, So I said, why is it? Is that an wait? What is that supposed
Your
to be? That's
mom.
usually-
He's laughing. He's laughing.
Anyways.
He was
He's
unserious
breaking
at a-
character.
He laughed at that one? He
He's
thought it was
breaking
funny?
character.
See?
Anyways.
How to make a Phil bro break
So-
character.
Anyways.
This
I
is
guess
going
you-
up as a tutorial. This is just a tutorial video at this point. How to break a Phil bro.
Tutorial.
Like schoolyard insults broke character. I wonder if we start saying poop and wee, he'll lose it completely.
Well, you clearly
Hey,
just said it,
Hunter.
and I haven't lost it. dipshit, so-
Hunter. Fart.
that supposed to be making me laugh?
that says more about
You
us.
guys are
than
shit.
It does say more about us.
Anyways, you claimed that I was using big words. I find it really cute how you have like this like weird expectation for people who use technical terms in a field that is technical.
Yo,
to be
let me
out
talk
of
like
it,
Hunter
use
for a
non-stupid
second.
people. That's actually not how I talk, dipshit. Because you can actually hear the words that I'm saying. It just seems like you can't track because you're such a dipshit.
Do you
but,
think he actually has a crush on me, guys?
No, that doesn't follow with the argument.
One in chat if you think he just has a crush on me, which is why he keeps coming back.
Holy crap, there's no way. I come up here just to embarrass you in front of your 38 followers.
I'm so embarrassed.
Guarantee
You
you,
are
none of the
embarrassed.
38 followers think he's the one that's being embarrassed right now. I guarantee you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I like doing. I like making a fool
The
out of
amount of ones that fucking flew.
Yeah, obviously, because it's your chat, dipshit.
God,
Obviously, they
Hunter.
can know everything you say.
Hunter,
Wait a second,
bro.
wait a second, wait a
You have a
second.
chat
You
full
said-
of yes men.
Hunter,
You have a
wait,
chat
you
full of
said
yes
that the
men.
whole Hunter, you said that the whole reason why you're up here is to embarrass him in front of his follower or in front of his viewers, and then but like
yeah.
you're also recognizing that his viewers
Then you
aren't the ones
do.
saying that he is
He's trying to
embarrassed.
Wait.
save himself.
And
Still
now you're
compatible.
putting two in the comments.
That's still
It's
wait.
like-
That's still compatible. You do realize that's still compatible, right? I can still embarrass him in front of his people, but his people can still cope. Dipshit. So clearly, it's the case that you're not tracking. Also, I see some twos in the chat.
Failed.
Why is he still talking?
What?
I'm laughing over him.
Anyways, wait, Bear. Can I explain to you why it is the case that that's still compatible for both things to be true?
Who the fuck
mean,
muted
so,
clown?
I can still embarrass him in front of his fans, and his fans can acknowledge that the host is getting embarrassed, but they can still be coping because they love the host so much. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, for
Hunter,
example,
you-
suppose
Hunter,
that you
Hunter,
had a
Hunter,
family
Hunter.
member. Suppose you had a
Stop,
family
stop,
member
wait,
who was
Hunter,
in the
stop,
NBA,
wait,
and he
I
just
gotta
embarrassed
tell you-
himself
I gotta
while
tell
playing.
you something, bro. I gotta tell
The
you
man was
something.
seeking to defeat the dragon, and yet he's being eaten by the dragon.
I gotta tell Hunter something, bro. We know you love.
You know why he
Cody.
said tell you something? So he
We
said tell you something because he was
know-
afraid of
we
saying
know you
ask
love
because he
Cody.
knows dipshit ass was gonna say axe
We
instead of
know-
ask.
We know
Anyways,
you
go
love
ahead.
Cody. We know you
Oh,
love
he
Cody.
thinks
No.
he thinks
Yes, you
Ebonics
do.
is not an actual speaking.
You know,
Okay, great.
wait. I'm about to save us all. If you don't love Cody, drop off the panel.
If I don't love Cody, drop off the panel.
Yup.
Oh my guy, he fell for it.
Fucking dumb.
He's so scared.
He's gotta be like joking because he
Oh,
said
wait,
that
he's back.
he,
He's
he
back.
said that he said that he has been like watching the stream the whole time. You talked about the trivialism thing earlier, and then he unironically brought up the trivial thing. The trivialism.
They're literally just trolls. Also, girlfriend texted one.
You got to do a girlfriend review at some point, brother.
Review.
Review?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
this is hi guys. Welcome to my girlfriend
gotta-
review.
wait,
now,
yeah, bro, you
if
gotta add the
looking,
statistics.
looking here, you can see.
This is a girlfriend.
Got to give the review, but we do have a next guest. Flex, are you at least 18 or older?
Yes, I am, brother.
All right, nobody has experienced God. Do you have an argument or evidence that somebody has experienced God?
Yeah. I would say the life and death and burial, resurrection of Jesus Christ.
How do we know that that happened?
Is
Okay,
that
come on,
humor?
come on.
Is that
Let's
humor?
be.
Like I'm
Hey,
trying to
let's
be.
not. Let's,
Wait,
let's not laugh at this
Flex.
gentleman. Let's
Flex.
not laugh at this gentleman. He's come
Flex.
here in good faith. This
Yeah.
is not Hunter. We'll
Yeah.
be good faith to him.
Yeah.
We
Flex.
apologize. I apologize for my panel friends.
Your
You good? You good?
Flex. How do we know that that happened?
Because of the scribes and like the writings that we have, like that has been brought down over the decades and centuries and stuff like that.
Sure, but can't that just be like fabrication? Or perhaps even something that was written down decades after Jesus and we don't actually know if those events occurred?
Well, I would say like, but due to like the people who were martyred for those beliefs that Jesus Christ actually did die, that they were pretty convinced, and so if they were pretty convinced, then I'm
So hold on. So hold on, Flex.
Well, just a
Flex,
second.
Flex.
Just a second.
Flex.
So
Wait. No,
just-
I'm sorry. Let me talk to Flex real quick. So Flex,
Yeah, sure.
by that logic, you should be a Mormon because Mormonism.
That's what I was gonna say.
Sorry, because Mormons were also martyred as well for their belief too. Joseph Smith was constantly persecuted for his beliefs all across the United States up until he passed, and then all the Mormons were persecuted and pushed into Utah as well. So, are you a Mormon?
No, but when it
No,
comes
but.
to that, when it comes to that, I would say like it comes down to what is more believable, right? Like which one is more believable? So I go to Jesus Christ.
Well, wait, Flex. By your standard, because these people were martyred, that makes the belief more believable. By that standard, we would all have to believe in Mormonism now because Mormons were also martyred for their faith too.
Yeah, no, I get it, but there's just like you have Paul, then you just have James,
Sure.
and you have like you have like so many other people, right? That
But do you see what I'm trying to point out, right? Like just
Yeah, no,
because
I do.
just because someone is martyred for their faith, I would even argue that we're not even sure about like the disciples actually being martyred for their faith. But even if I accepted that, just because someone is martyred for their faith, that doesn't mean that there's any more truth to their belief just because they're martyred.
Yeah, and not only that, just because someone died for their faith, that just means they believed it, not that that's true.
Yeah, pagans. Come on now.
Yeah, I could argue that we don't even know. Like, it's very unlikely that the disciples were martyred for their beliefs in general, just with the time periods that they would have been around.
Yeah, like the only one that we have any type, even within the Bible, any type of claim to be able to say that they were martyred was James, son of Zebedee. We don't know what happened to Peter. We don't know what happened, like historically speaking. I mean, we don't know what happened to Peter. We don't know what happened to Thomas. We don't know what happened to any of the other disciples in terms of like extra biblical accounts. A lot of people say that like Peter was martyred by like being put onto the cross upside down. That's just church tradition. There's not even like any like, I don't even think there's anything like
that was widely accepted by the Catholic Church and all the popes that came after that. Like that.
Well,
That's
yeah, but
what they were.
just because it's widely accepted doesn't mean that it actually happened. right?
Islam
Like,
has many stories that are widely accepted. Do you believe the moon was split in two? Come on now.
No, we can see the moon. It's obviously not split in two.
Mhm.
But like,
well, I mean,
You can
they
see
also claim
people and
that
that it's not possible to resurrect from the dead.
yeah, that's why I believe Jesus Christ was the only one who did it. But I can't prove like behind like 100% reasonable doubt.
You can't.
Flex.
Wait.
Wait. You can't believe that Jesus is the only one that resurrected from the dead.
Dionysius did it first, motherfucker.
Well, also, like even in the Bible, he's not the only person to rise back up from the dead. Jesus rises
Elijah.
Like on his own power, like Jesus was like
Wait, oh, did Jesus do it of his own power or of the Father's power? Same as every single other person.
I believe that Jesus is also the Father.
Yeah, that's going to be a logical error.
You're oneness. You're oneness. You're not a Trinitarian. You're oneness.
Well, doesn't the Trinity state that Jesus is the Father is the Son, the Son is the Holy Spirit?
No. Trinity believes that Jesus and the Father and the Holy Spirit are separate aspects of God. They're not like Jesus is not the Father. That would be oneness. I think it's called like oneness modalism, where they believe that God just takes on different modes.
It's just three in one.
That's not Trinity.
Okay, well, correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. But I would just say like still like it just highly convinced me that Jesus did actually live, like, but due to like Pontius Pilate,
Yeah.
like all of those things.
What about Pilate and what about Josephus and what about Tacitus makes you think that that's
They-
true?
They wrote about somebody named Jesus Christ.
No.
and they,
Pilate
they
never
did that?
wrote. Whoa. First of all, we get the account of Pilate very wrong within the biblical narrative. Pilate was very ruthless. When we look at the Bible, he appears to be going through a trial, which we know he rarely even hold those, right? Like, he would just slaughter people for really no reason. He wouldn't ask what they did or anything. It's very weird that we see that he seems to be taking this kind of like graceful term towards Jesus. He's even making sure that the blood of Jesus isn't on him and it's on the people. And that would have been very weird coming from a very merciless guy, right? Like the character we see of Pilate's far off from what we know historically.
So
Yeah,
plus
well, wasn't it-
those three people, Pilate, Josephus, Tacitus, they didn't write about Jesus in particular. They wrote about people believing that a man named Jesus did things. Josephus also talked about Hercules. Is Hercules real?
No.
Well, people believed in Hercules like he was real. Therefore, he's real, right? I'm just using your logic here. Because people believed in him and because people died believing in him, therefore he is real, correct? Right?
Nah.
Okay, so then it's not true for yours. So just because people wrote about him, believed in him, and died believing in him does not make him real, correct?
I mean, it's just so like what's widely accepted and what was.
Yeah, Hercules was widely accepted, my brother. Give it 2,000 more years, Christianity will be a myth.
Like, look, just because something is widely accepted, that doesn't mean that it's necessarily true, right? Like, if everyone in the world started saying, if everyone in the world accepted that Greek paganism was true again, and like everyone's, or I guess like a good chunk of the world started saying that Greek paganism was true, would that make it true?
No, but you have to also weigh out like people's like what was going on back then, and also how.
You want to know
stuff
what was going
spread.
on? There were, how many crusades were there? Do you know?
12.
Yeah, a little over 12. Okay, 9
Yeah.
of them specifically were pertaining to Christianity. 9 of them where they went and slaughtered people. Also, there were edicts in Theodosia of making it illegal in Rome to be anything but a Nicene Christian. And if you were any other denomination of Christianity, paganism, atheist, etc., you were slaughtered and imprisoned. That is why it spread. Because the greatest, most powerful power made it legal.
But didn't Nero wanted to like basically contradict everything what Christianity was teaching? Like people were slaughtered by Nero.
So Nero was a few hundred years before Constantine. Like, look, Cody isn't saying that Rome always supported Christianity. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Christianity was oppressed for a good long while. But when Constantine became emperor and legalized Christianity, and then when I think it was when Justin the First of Rome made Christianity the official state religion, that is what allowed Christianity to spread so far, because it became state sanctioned.
Yeah, imagine we have all of us right now, all of us believe in Klambadrov, okay? And then there's one family that believes Klambadrov isn't real, okay? That family has kids. Those kids are raised in that same belief. They start slaughtering all the people that do believe in Klambadrov. Those kids continue having kids and having kids while they're wiping out this other belief system. They're growing. So you have you have this belief system and this belief system. These guys keep reproducing and slaughtering these guys. This is what happens. Okay? That's what happened. That's why it spread, because they were slaughtering and getting rid of the beliefs that were quote unquote wrong. That's why it spread.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta go ahead and go.
Oh, both of you get, well, yeah, you have a good one then, bro. Appreciate you.
Okay. I still wouldn't say that would be like a deciding factor of where it wouldn't be true. I would just say their methods.
Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, like their methods and what they did, like how they did it, it would just point towards the character of the individuals themselves and not and like of the Bible?
You want to know the facts that we
Oh,
do
God,
have?
that-
Here's the only facts that we have. We have facts that people followed a man most likely named Jesus, one of the most common names, Yeshua. Okay, one of the most common names that was around. There was a man with that name. Holy fuck, that's crazy, isn't it? And this person did things that were unexplainable. Magicians existed back then. These people spread those stories. Same as, I'm not even going to list off the names, every other tens of thousands of millions and millions of interpretations of millions and millions and millions of other gods. So people witnessed something, had no explanation for it, told someone else, holy fuck, this was crazy, you're not going to believe it, but God just showed himself to me through this prophet, something very common back then. Apocalyptic preachers were not necessarily rare, and they spread it. And then these anonymous motherfuckers, decades after, so these people witnessed these things, told their kids told their kids, their kids told their kids, and then those kids wrote it down as if it was true. But it was, I mean, do you trust something that your great 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 grandfather tells you when it's something crazy? Like, let's say your great 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 grandfather was in some war, right? And they said, yeah, man, I was on the battlefield, or I was walking my dog, whatever the fuck it may be, and I literally saw this 32-foot person walking around, or I literally saw this person regrow his limb on the street. You got to believe me, son. Would you believe them? No, you'd call them old. You'd say, man, your memory's a little messed up there, man. Why? Because that's not something that happens. It's not biologically possible.
Yeah.
But you do believe the anonymous writings of the great 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 grandkids of this man that supposedly walked on water, which is also in Greek mythology and Norse mythology. This man that turned water to wine, Greek mythology, Norse mythology, was born of a virgin, Greek mythology, Norse mythology, resurrected from the dead, Greek mythology, Norse mythology.
Egyptian mythology.
Like every single mythology, it's just copy paste. A great flood happened. Guess what? Epic of Gilgamesh. First story ever told. Like, it's just copy paste. Those are the facts. We have these stories being spread by God knows who, that have been told over and over and over and over throughout all of history. Those are the facts.
Well, you can say the same thing about like anything, like World War II in a couple of
Nope.
decades. Or
Guess what we do have for World War II? Paper trails, contemporary witnesses, videos, photos.
yeah, that technology just didn't exist back then. It would've
Okay,
just been-
throw away the technology. We have contemporary witnesses and multitudes, masses of contemporary witnesses, contemporary writings, also archaeology, also bones, also the clothes, teeth, hair, the actual places. You can go see where certain places were bombed. You can see fragments of bullets. You can see observe, 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 test, 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 test.
Yeah, but there are also like things that were found in the Bible, like Bible archaeology, that was also deemed to
Yeah,
be
you
like.
want to know something really cool about that? They found the salt pillars, right? Guess what? Natural formation. They found a rock split in two. Guess what? Natural formation. What people did back then was they saw something that didn't make sense and they made a story about it to make it make sense.
Yeah, like if you haven't picked up yet, there appears to be this trail with us just as humans. When we don't see something that we can understand, we have this really weird innate want or ability to give it a reasoning, right? Like when we look at Greek mythology, Zeus, we didn't have an explanation for lightning, and Zeus we gave that explanation for.
Okay. I mean, well, I can't disprove like what am I trying to say? Like, well, like I know what y'all said because it's accurate. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not no innate evidence or contemporary evidence that Jesus Christ is true. It's just that I mean, it's just that like when you read the words, bro, they jump out on the screen and
No, they don't.
they literally peer into your brain and you can feel it throughout your spirit, bro. I don't know.
I
There
feel
is
the
no
same
spirit.
way about
There's-
Star Wars.
Like,
You know?
I'm gonna be dead serious with you 100.
Here, let me just
I don't
debunk
think
your
any-
God real quick. You believe in the Abrahamic God, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Your God created all things, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Your God is outside of the universe and creates all things, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not possible in accordance with the laws of physics and logic.
Yeah, but I also believe that he was the one who created the laws of physics and created gravity. Like I don't
You
believe the
believe
Earth is
that,
flat.
but I believe that a flying spaghetti monster did. Who's correct and who's wrong, and how do you know? My book
Well,
says Klombadrov did it. Your book says another unicorn did it. Whose unicorn is true?
I mean, what is your unicorn's name? What is his character? Like,
Klombadrov.
how would
Yeah,
he
Klombadrov,
reveal
the one true creator of the universe. So
Has
who's
he ever
correct?
revealed himself?
Yep, in the book. It says so in the book, and people have experienced him.
I've even experienced Klombadrov.
Yeah,
The
I've
fuck-
experienced him in my spirit. You see what's going on here? You're just saying shit. Like, yeah, a book says it. Congrats. Harry Potter's a book too. Do you believe Harry Potter's real? That's kind of dumb. It's a book. It's a piece of fucking historical fiction.
I mean, but like it just it just explains everything. Like
No, it doesn't.
of
Again, let me ask you this. How can a god create something when there's no time for causal relation to take effect? Okay. Cause, effect, 2 points in time. If time doesn't exist, i.e. your god creating time means that it did not exist at some point, how the fuck does it get from A to B if A and B don't exist?
he creates A and B.
No, but A and
So-
B doesn't exist, so he's not able to create anything. If you can't have A, cause, creation, you can't have the creation effect. If it doesn't exist, there's no ability for A to B. You can't.
Well, how I don't know. I don't know 100%. Like I can't say like you
It's
know what
not
I'm saying?
possible.
How I view it is it's like it's outside. He's looking at film, right? He's nothingness.
It's
It's
n-
the film. It's
there's
the black.
Not possible, bro.
It's just, and you're saying this because he's outside of this point. So and due to this point not being able to exist, then he can't even begin to create the point because the point doesn't exist.
No, time
Basically.
doesn't exist. He exists without
Yeah,
time.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant by like the point.
You
time.
cannot
So time
get
doesn't
through
exist.
time if there is no time to get through.
Yeah, he just didn't exist time at that point.
You can't even create anything. Time can't even start if there is no time. There's no movement. There's no change. Time is change.
I mean, I would say the beginning of that point would be the Big Bang or like the hot metal disk.
That's
state.
not even scientifically correct either. The hot dense state doesn't say anything about that. The facts that we have is thanks to cosmic microwave background radiation, we can observe that 13.8 billion years ago there was an expansion of the universe which already existed. Energy can't be created, bro. And your god magically created it. That's a fictional story. Energy can't be created.
I hear what you're saying, bro.
The only way around that is special pleading, which is a logical fallacy, which means that your God is illogical. You are illogical to believe it. Okay? That's really the only way around this, just being illogical. And if you're illogical, no one should believe you. You wouldn't want someone to believe someone else illogical. You wouldn't believe something illogical, but you allow yourself to believe something illogical due to cognitive dissonance and indoctrination.
I hear what you're saying, bro. I mean, I trust me, I do. It's a lot of things I can't explain that, you know what I'm saying, I plug out.
You can't, I can. I have facts. You have faith. I know for a fact your God cannot exist. It's objectively true. But you don't want to accept it, so instead you say, I don't know certain things, but I know God exists. That's not an answer.
How would you explain like the causality of everything else? Do you believe in an infinite regress? Do you believe
Infinite
in, like,
regress is logically possible.
it's logically possible?
Yeah. What's wrong with infinite regress? Think about it.
I've heard that like the us being here in this point like in time is such a small chance like
Nope. It's 100% probability. There's only one universe and one timeline.
I know it's 1-to-1 in the
It's
universe, but
100%.
I mean like life existing because we haven't experienced life on any other like
Yeah, we have.
well life as sentience as like humans.
Why would they
Like,
need to be humans? We evolved thanks to the atmosphere and nature that we have here on Earth. They wouldn't evolve the same way.
I mean, but in all this time that we have had, we haven't observed anything else.
Yeah,
You
we
know what I'm
have.
saying? We have?
Yeah. We have found evidence of ancient life on Mars. Yeah. We've also seen other things on other planets, but we don't have the technology to get to them yet.
What other things? This is the first time I'm hearing this.
The lights flickering as if there's a city, etc. We have so much stuff that we still have to learn.
Can that be nebulas or like?
It could be nebulas. It could also be fucking
pulsars?
human beings. It could be Voldemorts. It could be unicorns. It could be, dude. Yeah, that's the point. We don't know. And for you to say there's no other life in the universe is fucking stupid. It's ignorant. It's arrogant. It's stupid. It's literally just fucking wrong. You don't know.
If you were to really think about it, with the amount and just genuinely, I like, this is how I normally like to put it. Think of how big the universe is for just a second, right? There is trillions upon trillions of galaxies. I mean, maybe not trillions, but just for the sake of this. But there's many, many other
No,
galaxies.
there's more than that.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, we
There's
ain't
many,
shit.
many
We are a
galaxies.
speck.
Many galaxies, many planets. The likelihood of us being the only thing is so illogical and so brain dead to even think.
Yeah, it is more probable that there is other life than it is that there isn't life. So it's just fucking objectively wrong to say that there isn't. And then it's also just wrong to say that a magical unicorn is able to do anything if there's no time to be able to do things through. That's just stupid. Do you believe that Allah in the Quran, which many fucking people believe, do you think that the moon was split in two?
No.
But it says so in their book, and they say that their book is the one true word of God. And just because you say it's the one true word of God makes it so in your logic. So therefore, the moon was split in two, correct?
No, but
Right. There's no but there. Think about that, dude. You're saying the book says so, therefore it's true. Their book says so, therefore it's true. You need to be logically consistent. If your book is true because the book says so, their book is true because their book says so. You need to stick with your logic. Or you can say there's no evidence for their claim, and there's also no evidence for my claim. So I don't have a justification to believe it.
think the justification would just be the belief or the faith. Of
Faith
that.
is stupid. Let me tell you something. There's a unicorn in my backyard. Do you believe me?
No.
Have faith. It's there. I've experienced it. It's true. Have faith. Faith, by definition, by the way, is belief without evidence. I want you to have faith that this unicorn exists.
Yeah, but that unicorn, right? That is so like it's just like we haven't experienced no rainbow unicorn. Like actually,
Yeah, I
like,
have. Yeah, I have. And so have all of my followers. Yeah, you just have to have faith to be able to believe it.
Just have faith in it.
I mean, but how y'all are putting it is different because
No, it's
when you
not.
look at it, it is. I
Demonstrate
promise
to
you
me
it
that
is.
your God created the universe.
Poof. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's just poof, like it just.
There you go.
happened.
Faith, right? I just need to have faith that it happened, right? Exact same argument. Your God is a unicorn.
Yeah, but no, but when you look at the,
Yeah, but
the
when you look at
witness of Jesus
when
Christ-
you look at the historical fact that people have seen the unicorn in my backyard, you have to have faith that it's true because we said so. Dude, come on, you gotta try and keep up, brother. I'm handing this to you on a silver platter, dude. You won't have faith in my unicorn. You shouldn't have faith in your unicorn then. It's stupid. You wouldn't believe me saying we have all experienced, everyone in chat who has experienced my unicorn, say so in chat right now. You would not grant my unicorn, even though I have contemporary witnesses to my unicorn. You don't even have one contemporary witness to Jesus. I have many contemporary witnesses to my unicorn. I have thousands. I have 10,000 followers across all platforms. All of them are going to say they have experienced it. Read the chat. They have contemporary witness evidence, and you're not going to grant the faith over that. But you, with your zero contemporary evidence for Jesus, you're going to have faith in that. That's stupid. You should have faith in mine over yours logically. Mine is more real than yours logically. But you're still not going to follow it because it's fucking stupid, right? There's no evidence for it. There's no demonstration of its existence. Same for yours. Yours is just another mythical unicorn.
it's just so much stuff that has happened that I just can't explain without.
Yeah, it's
you
okay
know,
to not be able to explain things. But to state, I can't explain it, therefore a magical unicorn did it, is just fucking stupid. Imagine someone
I
coming
mean,
to
like
me
it
and I
just
say, I pray to my magical unicorn for your eyesight to be healed and your eyes are healed. Did my magical unicorn answer that prayer? No. We don't know why their eyes healed. What we do know is I prayed and they happen to be healed. That's a correlation. There's no causation showing a magical unicorn doing that.
I mean, but they're like even like human evolution of itself, like the sentience and intelligence of humans.
You want to know why we're intelligent? Brains.
Yeah. I mean, even the causality of us being able to look at a situation and being able to think rationally, I think that
Brain.
point towards there being some type of innate already there.
No. Let me explain it to you.
presupposition type-
Let's say that you don't have very good fight or flight mechanism in your brain. You're not able to think logically in situations. You're going to die. That animal's going to eat you because you went up to pet it instead of running and hiding. So you're not going to breed. The people that did survive are going to breed, and their genes are going to continue spreading. There you go. That's it. It's that simple, dude. That is evolution. The change in allele frequency over generations. Allele is genes. So literally by you having a kid is by definition evolution. Them having a kid, them having a kid, them having a kid, them having a kid, and spreading on genes. That is evolution. There you go. When you're too dumb to survive, you don't get to spread your genes, so the smart people get to spread their genes. That's why we're smart. You think Neanderthals were able to communicate like this? No.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a flat Earth Christian or a non-evolution Christian. Like, I think it's too much evidence that points towards Earth being a globe and evolution being true. I just think it's the design of.
There is no
the
design.
self-
What's designed about gravity, brother?
I mean, how gravity acts.
You want to know the cause for gravity?
Different gravitational pools.
You want to
and-
know the cause for gravity?
Hmm.
Because we know it, and it has nothing to do with a magical unicorn.
Gravity has a natural explanation, and I really want you to think about the design aspect, right? When we look at the human, we are poorly designed. Our eyes, terrible. A lot
I
of
have
people like to
glasses,
say-
motherfucker.
Yeah, so do I. Our eyes.
You're prettier
are
than me, though.
terrible. Owls, their eyes 10 times better. I would even say an ant's eyes are better than ours. Like, imagine that. They're that tiny, but they can see things just fine. While us humans, we struggle with one of the most basic abilities that we see within the natural world.
Or a fly.
Well, when I say design, I mean like how your body is able to like cell restoration.
Our bodies fucking suck, dude. You die because you breathe
DNA.
oxygen. That's why you age and die. Oxygen. Our bodies suck.
I know that, but we still have bigger lifespans than most mammals.
No, we
No, we don't. What the fuck are you on about? Who's gonna outlive you? Me or a turtle?
I mean, I said
Or a
most
shark,
mammals,
or a
not-
whale.
not all mammals, but most mammals like insects and beavers.
Insect is not a
like-
mammal, brother.
I know. I meant life in it itself, but like when it comes to
But
mammals, like
something like a
bears, beavers,
bee-
stuff like that, we have
Oh, a
way
bear.
more life expectancy than them.
Something like an insect live a lot. Like, I don't even know if it's certain that they live a lot shorter than us, but like, for an instance, a bee, literally the way they are designed is cruel, brother. Like, if we want to use this term designed, we'd have to accept that it's cruel. Literally, their only weapon of defense is what kills them.
Now, I think that's a point towards like I know like I don't want to stay like 400% certain, but I'm pretty sure in the Bible it's like insects, like we have authority over them, like we're supposed to be better than them, so they're
We're not
when it
better
comes
than
to
them.
them.
Go 1v1 a bear, bro. Tell me how that goes. Yeah, no.
Now better. No, now
Humans-
better in the sense like a bear cannot rationalize. A bear cannot look at you and
Yeah, it
go,
does.
Yes,
Hey,
it does.
hey,
Yes, it does.
it-
Bears are more scared of you than you are of it. Why? Because we have fucking tools and we can shoot the bitch.
Yes. Listen, Flex. I
And
want
it
you to
knows
imagine-
that.
I want you to imagine we took away every single tool humans have ever came up with, right? Like every single last one, guns, axes, everything. What are we left with? Nothing.
Nothing.
We are
Nothing.
defenseless.
We are pathetic nothing. We are nothing, dude. 1v1 a lion, 1v1 a turtle, 1v1 an alligator, 1v1 a kangaroo, 1v1 a bear, 1v1 a fucking bird. Your eyes are going to be pecked the fuck out, dude. It flies faster than you. It hits faster than you. It's able to get away faster than you. It's sharper than you. It has a built-in fucking tool. What are you going to do?
But
Sit there?
our brains of us
Pathetic
being
human?
able to our brains being able to advance
Elephants have better
technology
brains than
to
us.
Elephants
know.
have way better brains than you. Fucking many animals like whales are better at music than us. They compose music, dude. They're all Mozart. So are they better than us? Dude,
No, but
you
we
I don't
have
know
we
why you
we
think that
have the
humans are
we
special.
no, I know, but we have the intelligence to create technology
You want to
that
know
can
what we have that they
surpass
don't have?
or
Opposable thumbs. Period. That's
I
it.
mean, but I mean, you can, would you agree that us being able to create technology and advance it in a way where we can domesticate these creatures or be better than them in a way like I'm pretty sure in the next 150 years, humans will create jetpacks for real. We'll be able to
Yeah.
fly just like birds and probably
So
faster.
why does that make you
So
better than an animal? If you go into their nature, their environment, you die. They come into our environment, they die. It's just environment.
And also I want you to realize something. The jetpack example you just brought up, we are literally having to take natural animals' abilities and apply them to ourselves for the bettering of our own survival. We are
Mhm.
taking what is theirs to improve us.
Yeah, we need a
We
car,
are
whereas a cheetah just says, fuck you.
literally.
We need a plane when a bird says, ha! Fucking pathetic human. We have books when an elephant just has a fucking photographic memory. Pathetic humans. We're pathetic as shit, dude.
So it would just weigh out on itself then because if we have the
We only
technology
won and got this advanced because of tools, dude. Neanderthals are not smart.
Yeah.
We built spears. There you go. That's why we won. We have opposable thumbs. That is why we won. And we haven't even won. Again, go to the Amazon forest. You're going to fucking die. Go to the forest near you. You're going to fucking die. Which berry do you eat? You don't know. Guess what? A bear can fucking smell it. You're pathetic. Humans are pathetic. We ain't shit. We have opposable thumbs. There you go. That's it. We're not special.
I mean, but
They have
well,
families.
There's nothing that us humans have that will ever best an animal or will ever be better than an animal.
I think we're better than beavers.
Nah. Can you build a house with your tail? Do you actually know how to build a house? Are you capable of going and building a house right now? No, you can't. A beaver can. You ain't shit. Humans ain't shit.
They build a little shed under like
That's what they.
passing
That's their
go
environment. They don't need a fucking mansion.
Yeah. I
We're
know,
just pathetic and need a roof. We're
but some
pathetic.
people like, have you ever seen the Indians that be building stuff on YouTube? They be really, you know what I'm saying, out there digging up.
Dude, you know how many times those videos have been debunked?
I know, bro. It was a joke. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Hey,
I was about to go
but,
off.
yeah, I mean, all what you're saying is just of how they have unique abilities that can
No,
transcend
they
us,
have
but
better
not.
abilities. Look,
But
look. Humans have eyes.
mhm.
Owls have eyes. Owls' eyes are 10 times better.
But guess
We
what? We have opposable thumbs, so we're
There you go.
so that
That's our
eye.
uniqueness. That's
Yeah,
your
look.
uniqueness. You have a thumb. That's your uniqueness. You're so special.
And look,
Let me chop these
Now,
off. How special are you gonna be? You ain't shit.
and look, even look, your big toe right now is all you have for balance. They can lose a limb, like they can lose parts of their body and be just fine.
Yeah,
We
can you lose a
cannot.
limb? Lose a limb. Grow it
no,
back. Oh no,
big
you're
toe.
not that cool. Yeah, you can't survive as good as them. That's right. You're just a human. Fucking.
Not even just that.
I mean,
Realize that
evolution could one day be where we can have the
You're
abilities
correct,
of
and God has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's completely natural. And not even just that. Environment, the evolution is completely dependent on the environment. wherever we go, if our environment and we need to develop those needs, and it's a possibility, we will someday maybe be better than animals, right? But that is just a possibility. And if you haven't noticed yet, look, whenever you see like a fish or something, forget what they're called. You know how whenever you spit up in your hands, right? You have those like little line, like that thing in between your hands, kind of like keeping them together. Like, do you know? Hold up, I'll have to fucking.
The webbing?
Yes, the webbing. You know how we have that? You know what else has that? Fish. Fish have better versions of hands than what we have.
They can't utilize theirs better than us though.
Yeah, they
Like,
can swim.
how they-
Out swim a fish, dude. The fuck? Outswim a
Yeah,
duck.
that's their environment.
Exactly. Exactly. The only environment we have is when we destroy their environment. We can't survive out in nature. We're pathetic. We have to make our own nature. That's how pathetic we are.
I mean, I just can't see that. We domesticate literally 95% of other
Dude,
species.
I
Like
want you to
literally,
think of how exactly sad we are. We have to make animals go extinct for our own survival. Animals themselves don't have to do that. We have to wipe out entire populations just for us to survive. What animal has to do that? None. Not
This
a singular
dude's
one.
absolutely being destroyed by AI when it becomes sentient. AI is gonna humble the fuck out of you. You think you're special human? Ha! Get fucked.
I mean, and humans, we created AI. We created that sentient. So in of itself, we are some.
So we created that. Beaver created a dam. Go make a dam.
I mean, all I need is a little bit of prep time. I'm Batman. I mean,
They don't.
I can just.
That means you're more pathetic. Like trying to compare us to animals that are faster, stronger, smarter, better eyes, better hearing, better smell, better taste, better pizza, Papa John's is just ridiculous.
I mean, when y'all put it, when y'all put
and
it
the
like
worst
when y'all
part
put it
is-
like this, it kind of make me realize. But I mean, I just can't see it because y'all are just listing unique abilities as
But
unique
they're not
to a
unique.
certain set, like
But they're
pandas
not
and bears.
unique.
They have fur.
What's
Like,
more
we don't-
unique?
we have
What's
fur.
what's
No, no,
more
wait,
unique?
wait, wait,
2
wait.
legs or 4 legs? What's more unique?
No, wait. We have fur. You do understand, like armpit hair, chest hair, body hair, our own hair is all fur, right? This is fur. With the they have better versions of fur as well. Like, we're not listing unique traits of ourselves. We have traits that other animals do. Their versions of our same traits are 10 times better.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about what the purpose of hair is? What do you think goosebumps are, dude? It's because we used to have hair all over our body, and the goosebumps would stand them up. We don't need it in our environment because we decided to move. So we evolved to our environment. They evolved to their environment. They're not going to survive in the city. We're not going to survive in the forest. It's just where you fucking evolved. Like, we're not special. We can't survive in their environment. They can't survive in ours. That's all it is. To compare our environment to theirs is literally the equivalent of comparing a tomato and an apple. One isn't better than the other just because one is more citrusy than the other. That's stupid.
I would even make the case that nature would put belt to fucking ass in our environment. Look at like certain plants that will literally take over houses.
That's true. Nature wins every single time. Hurricane, bye-bye house.
Yeah.
And if a bear wants to move into your house, there ain't shit you're going to do about it. You're going to be a good little bitch and walk out.
Literally.
I got a 9mm for it, bro.
Yeah, that's going to stop a fucking bear.
It probably will.
No,
All I gotta-
it's going to be ripping your arm off while you're shooting it in the face 45 times. You know how many fucking rounds it takes to take down a bear? Especially with how much adrenaline is... Have you ever actually been in a high adrenaline situation?
Yeah, on a boat.
No,
yeah.
even adrenaline is such a curse when you really think about it. Like, for an instance, I get very high adrenaline in certain scenarios, and I will act out very irrationally due to that adrenaline. Whenever we get these responses, we act out. like one of our responses from adrenaline is freeze, brother. Some people will literally be in the most extreme moments and they'll just freeze. They'll just
Yeah.
be frozen. It's terrible. We don't get any form of anything from our body. Our regenerative abilities, lizards, 10 times better.
Yeah, I mean, when y'all like really like paint the picture, it makes sense. It makes
Yeah.
sense on paper. I promise. It
That
does.
that's
It makes.
we only brought that up because of design. Like to say
I
that we're
mean,
better designed is just stupid.
Yeah, and
I would
I would like to
I would
point out
concede
as
to
well
that
that
point
it's
then,
not
because
the
y'all have
where
convinced me.
just a second, Flex. I would like to point out that we don't really mean that we're pathetic or whatever. We're just
Right.
pointing out that um that to say that, oh, we're better because we're more intelligent. Well, that's like saying, oh, a giraffe is better than us because it's taller than us. It's just not the case.
Yeah, I'm 6'4". You think I'm as cool as a giraffe?
Nah. But I mean, I would concede to that point because it does make sense. Like I actually am agreeing with y'all now. So, I mean, and even it,
We
like
just simply aren't designed.
yeah.
The universe isn't designed. A lot of people like to think that the universe is this finely tuned thing. Like there's certain things that the universe literally is so inconsistent about. Like our expansion rate is very inconsistent. Like that's why there's so many debates going on with if it's accelerating fast or if it's going slower. It's because of the inconsistency of our universe. The universe could have been a million different ways. It doesn't have to be just this way. It's not designed.
Eventually,
This is what
everything
we
came
would-
from energy. There you go. Energy can't be
This
created, so
is-
prove God created it.
This is exactly what we would expect nature to be. This isn't something we would expect from a god. Especially an all-powerful one. If you really think about it, an all-powerful god should have been able to create a universe where it's even better.
Energy
improved.
can't be created. Eventual dumb nut. Now prove God can create energy.
But even now, we notice inconsistencies within our own universe. And you can fact check me on this. It's called Hubble something. If you just Google what's a problem within our universe, that will pop up, right? But we notice if this was created by an all-powerful or even a maximally powerful god, it's very inconsistent. Everything we notice about the universe is exactly what we would expect from nature doing what it does.
Eventual energy didn't come from anywhere. Energy can't be created. Energy exists, therefore it's always existed. There you go. Now prove God. Stop trying to burn shift. It's really sad to listen to.
I just got sidetracked because what did you say again? Depress my fault, bro. Or was it Jaden? It was Jaden.
Just 2 seconds before we move on. I've got to apologize. I've got to run. It was
Aw.
great for
Don't trip.
great being up. Sorry.
Don't trip. I do gotta go soon too.
Yep, I won't trip. But yeah, you guys have a good one. Great discussions. Have a good one.
Have a good one, clown.
You too,
Appreciate
bro.
you.
Hey, Evidence, do you have a YouTube channel? Is it in your bio?
Yeah, it's evidence first as well.
I'll go subscribe.
I as well have a YouTube channel. It's in my bio. How to give my own self a little shout out there. But yeah, like the argument with the fine tune and everything, we're just simply not. We're simply not. And like even if we were to work within the realm of design, as we've demonstrated, we are poorly designed. We are shit.
Yeah. I mean, but it even without even with that, us being so like small, because like back then you had like way bigger and way like more dangerous animals too. Like the Titan boa, I don't know if that's actually did exist, but like Titan boas, what was it like the Wookiees, like all of those people, all of those species, we still came on top. We still domesticated them, and we still were able to reproduce. And
We
we're still-
reproduced with them.
but that would have been some time where something came knocking on somebody's door, especially back then, because all they had was outside campfires, and like they had to hunt, like literally just hunt daily
But
for
we had in
days.
caves. We had to hide, right? Like we had to hide in caves It like that's basically how we survived. We were constantly moving, we were hiding, and when we would attack, it was unexpected. It was planned, and we had spears. They didn't have any weapons. All we have are tools. Remove our tools, we aren't anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I kind of agree with that. I'm not gonna lie.
When it comes to questions like where did we like come from, like where did life start? Here's what we do know. We know that life exists and we know that life evolved. If there wasn't life at some point, then it must have come from non-life. So abiogenesis must be true. Do we have evidence for that? We actually do, but that's not the point of it. What I'm going to say is when we logically follow, life exists, life comes from life. How did life start? The most logical assumption is it must have come from non-life. Is that even possible? Let's see. But to assume that a magical unicorn started that process is just like so fucking out of scope. Like, I don't know how this works. Must have been unicorns. Like, that's fucking stupid. So whenever you don't know something, don't assume magical unicorns did it. Just say, how can I find out?
And also, you notice how he's saying magical unicorn instead of God? It's to really demonstrate that all humans have been doing for history is throwing God into the equation. But the moment you include a magical unicorn or fucking Harry Potter, it becomes illogical. But God, for some reason, makes sense.
Yeah, that I use it to show theists their worldview and how silly it actually is. Like, use a God argument, but replace the word God with unicorn. It doesn't work. You're just confirmation biasly only accepting the word God because the book said so. But if I wrote a book, which we do have a book that says the magical unicorn did this, this, and this, and then I also have thousands of people that agree with it, I have my own Bible, just as valid as the Bible. So there's nothing wrong with me in putting unicorn instead of God. It's the exact same argument.
What would you say about NDEs? Like, what would you say about like personal testimony, like people who have actually like dreamed or have actually had like visions or
I've had them.
like you've had them?
I grew up. My dad is a pastor. I grew up as a Messianic Jew, Christian, and I was a biblical literalist, flat Earth, everything. I had dreams every single night, etc., etc. I had dreams that would come true the next day. So here's what's really cool is there's different studies in science. You have psychology, the study of the brain and how we think and why we think and how things are perceived. You have neuroscience, which explains how that actually works and the causations for these experiences. And then you have geology. You have so many different sciences, okay? So when it comes to things like someone has a quote-unquote vision, what you're doing is actually just seeing, what's the word? Puzzle pieces. And your brain is putting the puzzle pieces together. Pattern recognition. It's what our brains excel at. And by putting all these patterns together, you can very, very accurately guess what's going to become.
And if you want a direct thing, you can look into neuroscience and psychology. Like when you brought up the NDEs, what is happening during an NDE is that the brain is releasing a bunch of chemicals. That's why some people experience these visions, right? It's just the brain doing the brain, right? Like all these things have natural explanations. You just have to look for them.
Yeah,
Right?
you've got two options when it comes to NDEs. Because when someone has an NDE, they see what they believe. So if NDEs are proof of gods and afterlives, then every single religion is true. That's illogical. That's contradictory. All the religions contradict each other. So it can't be that one. So what's the other option that it could be? It could be there is some reason natural that they are having these visions because they're not dead. It's near death experience. So what is happening to our brain as we're passing away that allows for people to have visions? That's the next question. DMT, by the way, is the answer. Your brain gets flooded with DMT, the strongest hallucinogen to humans.
And our brain produces that chemical naturally. I thought it was only in
Yeah, no, it produces it.
It has to be refined and it has to be
It produces it. Like for an example of the pattern recognition that Cody brought up, imagine think of it like this. I'm sure this has happened to you before, but you're in your room, right? You're laying down. You have a chair in your room. You put your hoodie on that chair, right? But since it's so dark within your room, when you go and look at that hoodie, it looks as if there's a face there. That's your brain filling in the gap of that darkness.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called pareidolia, by the way. There's an actual term for it. Pareidolia.
Okay. I didn't know that about the DMT fact. That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, but like, let's say we don't have any of these answers. We're lucky we do. We're lucky we live in 2026 where science is as advanced as it is. Let's say we didn't. Again, the answer is never going to be magical Hogwarts. The answer should always be, I don't know. Maybe I will one day.
So you're a Gnostic. So you're a Gnostic.
No, I'm a Gnostic atheist. Okay, so theism, by definition, theists are someone that believes in God or gods. Atheist, when you put a in front of a word, it means to negate, without, to not have. So that would be atheist is someone who does not have the belief in God or gods. Gnostic means knowledge. If you are Gnostic, you have knowledge. If you are agnostic, again with that A rule, you lack the knowledge. So some people are agnostic, atheist, theist. Some people are theist, agnostic, etc. You can fucking interchange them back and forth. I happen to be in the minority. I am a Gnostic atheist. The majority of all atheists are going to be agnostic atheist, which means I don't know, but I also lack a belief in a God.
I'm a Gnostic as well. I've thought about the agnostic position, and I take heavy problems with it. But
Most do. I'm hardcore.
Well, it's not even that like I'm fully hardcore, right? It's just the position that I'm kind of forced to taking. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I mean, it's just that like I hear everything y'all saying. I'm taking it to the chest. It's just like it's something that literally just holding me back from like.
This is called cognitive dissonance, and you're going to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look. What I want you to do is after this
Matt.
live and after we're done talking to you, ignore Cody. That's definitely one of the first steps. But besides that, is to definitely look into all this. A lot of this is very interesting, and I think religion suppresses this, right? Like they're constantly shoving it down your throat, saying faith, 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 instead of saying think.
Yeah.
Think of what's going.
Ooh, that's a good. Ooh. That was fucking bars. I want to further add as well. That doesn't just make the world like completely purposeless. That doesn't mean you can't like have practices like I practice witchcraft. You know, I got tarot, pendulums, candles, etc., herbs. You can have experiences and continue doing things to have those experiences. The only problem like the difference between me and a Christian, for instance, is a Christian is going to pray or meditate, and then when they have the outcome, they're going to say God gave that outcome. I'm going to meditate or light a candle or do whatever I do, and instead of that, if I have that outcome, I'm going to say, due to the psychological and physiological happenings and the confirmation bias, it seems to be that this outcome has been achieved. So I just don't attribute it to anything supernatural or spiritual because there's no evidence for the causation there.
What would you say about like people who have experienced paranormal activities? Because I know that is true, and
they had an experience. The fact is they had an experience. The question is what caused the effects for the experience.
And that kind of goes back to my example I brought up earlier, because it doesn't only work with just the brain filling in the gap. It's also your brain filling in what it expects, right? Like, let's say you were to become a Satanist, right? Like, and obviously Satanism, it definitely isn't this what I'm about to describe, but
Satanists are atheists, by the way.
Yeah, but just for the sake of it, imagine you had this idea that demons, devils, and everything existed, and then you go to a haunted house, right? Your brain is already having this expectation and this experience that it's wanting to have. So it's either your brain is either going to, depending on how high that expectation is going to force that into actually happening, or it's just not going to happen.
Confirmation bias.
And you'll notice if you have a low expectation for something, it rarely happens. Well, when you have a high expectation for something, it normally happens.
Yeah. So think of it this way, like ghost experiences. You go into what type of houses are haunted? Old ones, scary looking ones with creaky boards, etc. Those are the most haunted. You go to a place from 1732 and you're like, holy shit, it's haunted. Okay, what makes it haunted? You hear creaking of wood, you hear a door shut, you get goosebumps. Okay, you're in an old house with poor ventilation. That explains the goosebumps. Creaky boards explain creaky sounds. You have doors shutting, bad hinges, wind gusts from ventilation, etc. You see a cup move on the table. Okay, that's an old house. Everything's going to be uneven. Who's to say that cup A wasn't on the very corner and already falling, and then you bumped into a wall or you stepped on a piece of wood that bent another piece of wood, allowing for it to shift just enough for it to fall? Who's to say there's not a person in there with a string, etc., etc.? So it seems to be that there's a ghost, but there's no causation showing that.
To really say what we're saying is to think. Just think about something, right?
Critical
Like
thinking.
that's why I like to say don't stop thinking. Because the moment you do is when you stop questioning.
Yep.
And like obviously I don't want you to fall into like hyper like solipsism. That would suck. Don't do that. But there is certain things where you need to have that ability to question. And religion stops you from doing that. It keeps you in this trap, this locked door of this is what's true and this is what's only true.
Believe me, because my book said so.
That's why I respect these lives. Like I respect what y'all doing. Like we're just, you know what I'm saying, 3 adults trying to have some critical thinking. I'm actually weighing, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one of those Christians where like, oh no, you're gonna go to hell and come condemning you. No, I'm actually interested. It's very interesting because like I've been, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say indoctrinated because I chose, like, and I still choose to believe, but I have been a Christian for 19 years of my life. I'm 19. I've been a Christian for as long as I can think. I've been taught the Bible from the back end of, you know what I'm saying, ever since I could read a book.
You know, the fun thing about that is beliefs are not choices. So the more that you learn, your brain is going to start putting together pieces of this doesn't make sense or this does make sense. And before you know it, you're going to deconstruct.
Well, like here, I'll give you something that, like I've read about Bible countless, right? Like I'm a big biblical
He knows
nerd.
more about the Bible than any of us. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick.
Okay, I'm a big Bible nerd. Like I even have my own hypothesis on it, right? Think of the all-loving character that God is represented to be. But when we attribute that to the Bible itself, we don't see that, right? Like for an example, 1 Samuel 15, we see this God is demanding death to children, infants, babies. That doesn't sound right if this God is truly all-loving. And when they try and make arguments for it, like you might even have an argument for it, the problem with those arguments is that he tells you the reason. The reason was for something that happened 400 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, but what I say about those certain arguments, I would just say that back then, that was just what was morally accepted.
Right.
Like morally back then, it was okay to
It doesn't
date
matter.
kids. I mean,
Because look, what you're going to be forced to accept, and right, is I'm going to tell you the 3 things that you're forced to accept, and if you want to put this in this box, right? 1, you have to accept that something like slavery is okay because it was back in that culture. Obviously, you don't want to do that, right? Second thing you have to accept is that you're putting God in the cuck chair here. He's no longer all powerful because now he is damned to be controlled by culture. The third thing that you're going to be forced to accept is that God's still not all loving. He's not perfect. He's not merciful because his actions just simply don't represent that, especially when it comes to culture, right? Like there's many cultures, and even within the biblical narrative, where it's very clear the culture is fucked up. Those are the 3 things you're forced to accept if you want to run that argument, and they simply will not work.
yeah. Okay. Never heard it. I never heard it put like that. I got you. I wouldn't say God would be in the, like, limited or be in the culture because of the cultural
That's the
things,
position
but
you're putting me.
could it not just be like he's looking like, okay, this is what's going on, so this is what I'm going to do. Like it's not just, oh,
Think of it like
I
this.
have to bend to the rules of, like, okay, so this is what people are
But
doing.
But that's what's happening here, right? Because you're wanting to say that it's culture. If it's culture, then by your argument, he is bending to that culture. He has the power to do anything else. He has the power to be merciful. He's powerful to give actual justice, right? Like he has the power to do a lot of things. He's infinitely powerful. But instead, he has to take the route of the culture. And that doesn't really make any sense, right? Because if you really
Yeah.
think about it, this isn't something we'd expect by any means if this God was to be truly all-powerful, all-loving, all-good. These just simply aren't things we'd expect. You, like, for an example, you probably rarely follow your culture, right? Like, all of us could simply look at our DNA, go further and further, and we'll realize that our ancestors had fucked up things that they did. But we don't follow that. We don't bend to our culture. So to say that God is just doing it because that's what the culture was, that means we are better than God.
Yeah. And y'all really know how to articulate certain arguments. I'm really bad at this. I gotta get better.
Listen, this isn't a. We're simply trying to tell you
Yeah,
that
no,
there.
I
Like, we're not trying
understand that,
to prove
Preston.
we're
Like,
right
yeah,
or you're wrong.
it's no like, yeah, no offense. Like, I chose to get in alive. Like, it's not like you're beating me down. Like, I'm getting to spiritual submission, or I have to change my position just based off. Like, no, it's not that. It's just that I'm weighing like what y'all saying. I'm actually trying to listen, and it makes sense. It makes sense. It's just I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's just something like in my heart, like literally would not
Absolutely.
allow me to be like. I just don't.
That's
I don't
fine,
know how to
right? But all we're trying to do, the whole purpose is to push you to that extent where you can say, okay, I feel this way. Let's see how accurate my feelings are. Let's go and test them. Let's see, like, for an example, right? I can say I feel very deeply for my grandfather passing away, right? That doesn't mean, for an example, if there was this myth going around about my grandpa, that he was flying, that I should believe that, right? Just because I feel for him doesn't mean that I should believe that he had this ability to fly. Your feelings don't dictate reality. They don't dictate facts.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that your feelings don't matter. Of course they matter. Every human's feelings matter. But they're not something you should always rely on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, well, like feelings in and of itself are subjective. Like you could be feeling like you're God the next day and then be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, an angel the next one, or like anything. Like they are entirely subjective. So I do agree with that. Like they shouldn't be taking for face value as absolute 100% undeniable, you know what I'm saying, proof or fact. But they do have, I would say, like they do have a big, what am I trying to say? A big kind of like they add on to like what could be true. Like okay, so like say for instance, like you feel this way and then your feelings lead you to find out that the way you were feeling were actually true, like or why you were feeling that way was actually true. Like feelings could lead you down to that path. So I wouldn't like absolutely not weigh them, but I wouldn't take them as like the feelings just of itself, like just the feeling as 100% fact.
Well,
right.
I gotta end us here. I gotta get going.
All right, bro, that's straight, bro.
Yeah.
We had a good conversation. I'm not gonna lie.
We'll
I
be
really
live
like
tomorrow
this
morning as
conversation.
well. So if you do want to hop in tomorrow as well, you can.
Okay, bro. Hey, you said both of y'all have YouTube channels. I'll go subscribe. Just
Mine's in my bio.
Okay, I'll follow you too, bro. Both of y'all. Evidence
Appreciate
first.
you, man. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Y'all take care now, bro.
You as well, man. Appreciate it.
All right. See you later, Cody.
All right. Adios, guys. Appreciate everyone being here. It was a good stream today. Adios. YouTube, guys are absolute champs today, especially with the hilarious fucking super chats. You guys are absolute legends. I will see you tomorrow. Appreciate all of you and the hard work of the mods. You guys have a good one.